know this?
No, this is what you.
Oh, I know he's.
Come on, everybody! Come on, everybody! Come on, everybody! A 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 last lambs, holding hands, find a man, not a man, understand he's the devil's on the sermon. Hey, found the Lord of pain. Oh!
Dark birds overheard, nipple twins, well burned, deeper bird, even though we used to be good bird wire.
In the lake of fire. My son is asking, can he buy a pet on the game? I am telling him not today. Wow, welcome. Welcome to the Manor, Brigsby Manor. I am your butler. Go on, girl, don't be shy.
Just the maid, me.
We are having a wonderful Christmas. We are simply having a wonderful Christmas time. That is all that is going on, and we will be bringing some guests along in a little bit.
Yeah.
To show the guests who are coming for the Christmas party that we are having, that we might not mention again.
Yeah.
But we are having a Christmas party. My name is, I'm the butler. My name is Butler.
My name's Cinders. I've been working very hard in the scullery today, Butler. And I'm hoping it's going to be a nice, easy night for me now. I'm going to put my feet up.
Yep, me too. We, of course, have got our guests. We've got our guests coming a little bit later. We've got a guest coming a little bit later. But that will be good. I'm just going to play with the lights a little bit.
We just want to get it just so, don't we?
I don't really know how the lights work. If I go up there, what does that do? Doesn't do it. Oh, there we go. We go there. I was going to play with the lights a little bit. Don't really know. Oh, no, a ghost.
Begging your pardon, sir, but that doesn't seem to be the right thing to do.
No. Oh, black and white. Oh, black and white. That's good, isn't it? Look. Black and white.
Oh, it's the olden days.
I don't quite know how to... It's a little bit... You see, the floor's a little bit dusty, but that's okay. Done. So, tonight's show is very, very different. We are entering a fantasy world. What you are about to see is an exploration into the mind. And everyone that complained last night about too much echo, grow up. Why did we say we tell them we were going to start at 20 past?
Let's see if they're there now.
Okay, let's open it. You're driving this, so I'm going to keep quiet. You're driving this.
Well, tonight we're about to play a game. It's not Cluedo. It's called Whodo.
Oh.
I could come.
I should explain that we have different themes for different days.
We do. What do we have in each day?
Here we go.
Hi, Iain Lee here. I'm half of the Late Night Alternative with Katherine Boyle and me. And I want to tell you what we've got coming up this week. On Mondays, it's SOS, Shonky Old Shows, where we show old shows on, Tuesday, it's Tuesday Car. Come in. Oh, Wednesdays, we don't play Cluedo, we play Whodo. It's not Cluedo. I don't remember what Thursdays are. And Fridays? Well, that's Judgment Day. With Judge Boyle. So make sure you look smart. That's weekday nights from 9 p.m. on twitch.tv/Iain Lee, the Late Night Alternative, with me, Iain Lee, and Katherine Boyle. That's her there. She's older than that now.
Right, can we time out Benji Clay? I knew Iain was one of those squeezed toothpaste tubes from the middle kind of people.
I could
Screw
come.
you. Thank you for the sub, Tommy G Live. Screw you. Screw you. I've got kids. So how dare you? I'm constantly going to get them to push from the end. So screw you.
He's trying his best, man.
Time that guy out. Time that guy out. Oh, look. The guests are arriving one by one.
Oh, let them in.
Shut the pony.
Shut up. Who would you like to invite in first?
Well, I think first up we should let the cook in because she needs to be getting on with things.
Who's the cook?
Blanch Batters.
Okay, here we go. So the cook is coming in. Oh, hello?
Shut the pony.
Could you turn, please? Right. Blanche?
What about it?
Oh.
Flippin' heck. Oh!
Oh, she's a saucy one.
You interrupted me for. Busy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh dear.
Oh my goodness gracious me. Blanche, this is, tell us about who we've got here.
This is Blanch Batters. What can you tell us?
Are we allowed to open these?
Now we're allowed to
We're
open-
allowed to read these now, are
Well, only read the front bit for now.
we? Okay.
Oh no, he doesn't really tell you anything, does it?
Okay.
Let everyone in first.
All right. Also, Blanche, is it possible to change your name on Zoom? For some reason, it says Alex. I don't know if you could change it to Blanche. Thank you. We're now going to go and bring in. Let's go to Dr. Fumbles.
Let's see, Dr. Fumbles.
Here comes Dr. Fumbles.
Oh dear.
There we go.
I warn you, he's a character.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna. There we go. Hello, Dr. Fumbles.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Can you see me? Oh, just a minute.
It's a
Sorry.
public health message. Oh my god. Oh dear. Are you all right? Is there a doctor in the house? You don't want that.
Right. Oh God. Stay there, Dr. Fumbles. We've lost Fanny Batters. We're going to admit.
Fatale.
Fatale. Okay. Imagine if he had no trousers
Where's
on.
he going?
Where's he going? He's gone. Doesn't matter. We'll come back to. He's turning the telly off.
Hello.
He's turning the telly off. Can you believe that? Where is Fatale?
I can hear her.
Hello.
Hello.
Can we see it? There she-
Darlings.
Brilliant.
When she said she needed something to look forward to and plan, you weren't kidding, were you?
This is the best. This is the best.
I mean, you look wonderful.
Welcome to the manor, milady. We will be. Welcome to the manor, milady. We will be talking to you in a minute. Let's go now. Who is this Sierra Tango?
The only constable in the village.
Okie dokie. Let's bring in Sierra
God.
Tango. Here we go. And let's see what we've got here. Hello, officer.
Hello, is that the butler?
This is the butler. Yes.
Powers of deduction are strong.
Good evening, butler.
Is that supposed to be a copper?
Yeah. I think it's one of those modern WPCs.
How dare you question my credentials?
It's like the end of Carrie.
Oh, gosh. Well, this is looking like quite the party.
The thing is, I don't know if I can carry on. You know, I've got a thing for female police officers, and I don't know if I can carry on.
I don't think that uniform is standard issue, but...
Please.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. Oh, dear. Right. Now, we have the driver. Thank you, officer. We will come back to you shortly. So we have the driver. Who is the driver,
Ford
please?
Escort.
Okay, so let's bring in Ford Escort. Here we go. This is the driver.
Hang on. Yeah, I'll have to creep back.
No rush.
Yeah, no, I'll have to creep back, yeah. No, a load of old bollocks, probably.
What?
Oh, hello, right, what's this about? How long is it going to take?
This is going to take all flipping night with that attitude, young man. Speak into the microphone.
Hello, can you hear me?
Very quietly. But we heard you enough being rude about us.
What's this about then? What's going on?
Can we see your face?
What do you mean?
Can you please allow us?
Technical. What is it? What do you want?
When we said you were a driver, we didn't mean getaway.
It's the best you're going to get. You ever seen Lovejoy? Remember Lovejoy?
Yes, I do remember Lovejoy. Yes.
I see myself as a bit like him.
Okay.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Thank you very much indeed.
thinking about
We're
it.
going to bring in now. We have here the Reverend Willbedone.
Willbedone.
So let's see if we have the Reverend. Hello, Reverend. Hello, Reverend. Is connecting to audio. Hello, Reverend. It's Stephen Burkoff. Hello, Reverend. He's got the same thing with you. He can't bend his fingers.
Best people.
He can't bend his fingers. Can you hear us? Jesus. This means yes, I guess.
Has he taken a vow of silence?
It could have. All right. Well, we'll come back. Thank you, Rep. We can't hear you.
Could you unmute?
If you go to the microphone bit and click on the arrow, it'll... Nope. Okay. Will you sort that out, Reverend? Jesus Christ. You can say... Can you write it down and hold it up? Okay. Right. Now, Blanche is back.
She's up to her elbows,
Blanche is back.
as usual.
But in cooking this time. So there's Blanche. Blanche, lovely. It's lovely to see you. And well done, because I'm going to let you guys into a secret. We're using a green screen.
Yeah.
But you've actually found an old kitchen.
You seem surprised.
I'm very surprised. Okay, tell us about our last two.
Misty Visions, a fortune teller with a very strange accent, if I remember rightly, when I made the booking.
Yeah, here we go.
Let's see.
Let's bring in Misty Visions. I've got to go along here now. I've got too many people. En français.
Bonsoir, Misty Visions. Uh-oh. Is there anybody there?
Hello, Misty Visions.
Don't tell me that she's muted as well.
Jesus. Hello, Misty Visions.
This is her first time on Zoom, remember?
Hello, Misty Visions. It is her first time on Zoom.
This is probably a bit...
Hello.
This is probably a little ambitious.
Hello, Misty Visions. I'm going to go into the chat. Hang on. Hello, Misty. Can you hear us? I did the letter U for you to save
I know.
time.
Just saved it.
Misty Visions.
As Jim Bowen says, she did not see this coming.
Misty Visions, can you hear us?
Oh, God.
Right, shall I boot her out? And then maybe she'll come back in. She's gone. Right. And who's this?
That's Professor Peacock I see coming up the drive.
Okay, it's a little bit tricky here now because we've got so many. Add pin. Hang on a minute. I've got to click so many things. There we go. Hello, Professor Peacock.
Muted.
You're muted.
Thank you, Doctor.
That was your diagnosis.
I felt it was funny.
Dearie me.
That one was a real surprise. Hello, Professor. Lovely to see you. Now,
Good evening, staff.
Professor, is it possible to change your name on your...
I've been trying with the technology. I don't understand it.
Doesn't matter. Right. Okay. So, what we need, I am hoping... Well, we need... Where is... I've just... Des Lynam 2020. Come on, Papamorph, please. That is a very peculiar shaped moustache. I would love to know where he got that from.
These academics.
Now, we need Misty Visions to come back.
We need the good vicar.
Oh, the vic...
We'll be done.
Reverend, are you there? Oh, my God. Jesus. Reverend, are you there? Can you hear us? Is someone typing? Right, hang on. Let's type in the chat. Rev, can you...
I could come.
Okay, I'm glad you could come. That's great. Reverend, can you hear us? Okay, this is going to be a car crash. Now, what we need, you have to explain how we're going to choose the murderer.
We need someone, one of the mods, to choose. So
well, no, but what do these people have to do here?
Are you all signed into Twitch at the moment, please?
Yes.
Yes.
Thumbs up. All right. So
could you
check
just
your whispers in a second.
We just want the party guests. Everyone in the chat, be quiet for a moment, please. No more chatting. Party guests, could you just type in the chat your character name, please, and then Matty is going to choose a murderer. Okay, bearing in mind we might be 2 down.
Already?
Oh, hang on. Max is coming back. Okay, Max is coming back. Not Max, sorry, Reverend. The Reverend is coming back.
He needs to turn his camera on.
Hello, Reverend. Max.
I wonder if he's emailing me.
Reverend! Hello, Reverend. Misty Visions cannot enter the Zoom. Why not? I've sent you the link. Shut up. Right. I got a feeling that Katya didn't want to do this, and this is her...
She's trying to bail.
Opting out. Katya, come in the room. I removed you. I'm going to invite you, Katya. So I'm going to copy the invitation, and I'm going to email you again, and I'm going to invite you. This is going to be so worth it. There we go.
Yeah, you can't unmute people, can you?
I can... well, who's muted?
Max.
No, he's not. Max is not muted.
Oh, no, he's not.
He's not turned his He's not turned his video on.
Katya, I've invited you. Right. So you've got everyone apart from Max, Matty, or has Max said it? Oh God, this is you do this. We need Max to identify himself in there.
Oh, Max. What do I do? Do I?
Don't know. You're in charge of this. I'm having to do this.
What do we do? I'll try emailing him. Shall I? Oh man.
What's his phone number? He had a phone number. Find the phone number in his email.
Well, let's see.
Max, right, so Max is there. Right, so Matty, you have got all of the contestants have now identified themselves in the chat. Contestants, Matty is going to... Here's what's going to happen. Matty Stevo is going to pick one of you and whisper to you in Twitch. So check your whispers. He will be telling you who the murderer is. We ought to check our whispers as well, actually, because it could be one of us as well. So I'm going to check my whispers. Everybody just keep checking your whispers, and one of you will be the murderer. Now, Max, we have you here, but we can't hear you. You can't hear us.
Ask to start video.
Matty has whispered. There is a murderer out there. I'm on my phone, can see you, but nothing happens. Max, would you mind? Max! Reverend! Right, hang on.
He's here.
Reverend, can you hear us? If you can hear us, nod. Hear us. Oh! If you can hear us, nod.
Now.
Who's that?
Can you say something to us? Can you say something to us? How is that?
You need to unmute.
He's not muted. He's not muted. But we have... Okay. All right. All right. Listen, we're going to make this work, Max. If you feel comfortable, you can whisper. Do you know how to whisper in the chat to someone? If you go in Zoom, if you click at the bottom... Right. If you feel comfortable emailing me your telephone number, I will phone you. But if you don't, then I won't. That's not a problem at all. We will make this work. God damn it. Here we go. Here comes Femme Fatale. Jesus.
No, it's Misty Visions we want.
Misty Visions. So here comes Misty Visions. Here we go. Right. There we go. Misty Visions is coming. Here we go. Well, here we go. Here we go. Misty Visions is coming through loud. This is going to be great. Oh, she didn't dress up or anything. Oh, that's disappointing. Hello, Katya.
She's connecting to audio.
Yes, hello, we cannot hear... These... Poor old Reverend.
He's praying.
Reverend's praying. No, hang on, who is she? Misty Visions. Misty Visions, we cannot hear you. If you go down... Are you doing this on a computer, Misty Visions? Okay. Hello. Right, right. If you basically look on your app, there will be a picture of a microphone. There'll be a little arrow next to it. And if you click on that, it will have select a microphone.
Oh, God.
So you do... This is going to go on forever.
Press whatever you pressed again, Katya. It just put you on mute.
Katya's on mute.
You've just muted yourself. Unmute.
But she wasn't. But the mute. She wasn't. Yeah, but she's
Your
not.
microphone.
She hasn't got the microphone connected.
Yeah. Are you? Oh.
No. I hope Max and Katya get murdered quite early. Right. We're gonna sort this out. Don't worry. Let us, Katherine. I think we need to start this game.
Have you all got your paperwork that I sent through?
Yes.
Right.
Max hasn't got it.
Max, I emailed it to you.
Oh, Jesus. He's got it. This is your idea.
I know, but I didn't factor in this.
Let's go through it. Here we go.
Right, so host guide, welcome guest, blah blah blah. Play track 1, starting evidence from this booklet. Guests should take turns reading out loud in the introduction section from their character sheets.
So I got to play this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, as most of you know, Sir Richard Fleisen apparently electrocuted himself earlier this evening whilst demonstrating his latest invention, the Vrimmer, a bladeless vacuum strimmer. I'm sad to report that far from being an accident, we now suspect foul play. I'm afraid you're all going to have to stay here until we've concluded our investigation, so please do not tamper with the evidence any more than it already has been. And that includes whoever drew a chalk line around the body. Now, let's get one thing clear. There's no room for vigilantes here. We don't want any heroes. We don't want anyone being stupid. If you fancy yourself as the Sherlock Holmes type, then by all means, get on the trail of the investigation. But don't allow yourself to be all alone with any single guest.
This is garden party, one murder at the manor.
Oh, I played the wrong one. Ignore that, everybody. Ignore that. Ignore that.
Unseen.
Where's Murder at the Manor? Big Murder at the Manor.
No, that one.
Little Murder at the
No.
Manor. Ignore that.
That one.
Murder at the Manor.
This is a broadcasting first, so...
Okay. It's bound to be. We're pioneers. Here we go. This is it.
This is one.
Here we go. This is better. Doctor!
What's he doing? He became very
hear it.
suspiciously.
Couldn't hear it.
This is Detective Bassett reporting in. I received a call from Heathcliff Manor, Wuthering Heights Drive, about an alleged murder. Suspects are still in the building until backup arrives. It appears the deceased is Lord Heathcliff. Cause of death to be determined by coroner, but blunt force trauma to head and proximity of swimming pool suggests he was hit with a nearby candlestick and left to drown. There are no eyewitnesses to the murder. I've yet to take statements from the suspects who have assembled for a party in honour of Lord Heathcliff's newest wife. I'm now in Lord Heathcliff's office, and I'm looking at 3 cassette players, which the deceased has apparently used to record messages to be played after his death. Playing tape 1 now. I'm not sure if this is rewound enough or not. Oh, for God's sake. And that's how you deal with badgers. Which would mean the light bulb would never need replacing. If you're listening to this, I'm dead now. In a way, that makes me glad as I can stop recording these missives every day. On most other levels, however, I'm deeply disappointed not to be alive. More disturbingly, this recording is marked if murdered, which means my natural causes and in the throes of passion recordings aren't being played, so one of you miscreants has bumped me off. And I can tell you who did it right now. It was...
What? No!
Let me just try and turn up the volume on this contraption. Okay, not much to go on there then. Playing tape 2 now, marked in the throes of passion.
Hang on, what is this?
Are we playing them all?
Oh, I don't know, I've just played the thing you told me to play.
That's fine, that's fine.
I just played the thing you told me to play.
Right, so.
What is going on? Please take control of this
starting
game.
evidence. Right, the gate, right.
We don't know who we are.
Listen to, or no, you need to introduce yourself. So we'll start
Before we did that?
No, after this. We have to listen to that, then we'll have to
Okay,
introduce
let's
ourselves.
start
Read your bit.
the bio.
No.
Well, I don't know the bio.
You're supposed to know.
You never gave. You said don't open it
No,
up.
well, that's what that said. You've got to read this bit now.
Well, can I read the bio?
No.
You look at it, there's a bit it says...
Read this.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Right, okay, but I've not read the bio, which is before that.
We'll do that after. You read that privately. Now, open that.
Why is the driver sat on the gear stick?
He's a funny one.
I know you was going to say that. It's just
He's
comfortable.
mucky. He's mucky. He's doing it with my rolling pin the other day.
Right.
It's just comfortable.
I will go first. I am the butler at your service. I don't really do the murder thing. I did visit his lordship in the pool prior to his murder, but I was not the culprit. I was actually outside talking to the gardener about something of a personal nature, which I'd rather not discuss with all of you here now. Okay, then there's a secret bit. Right. Let's go to... who is she?
Misty Visions.
Misty Visions.
Oh, God, she's not.
I know we can't hear her. Hello? Right. For goodness sakes. Right, Misty Visions, could you email us your phone number and I will call you? Could you email the phone number and I'll do that? And while we're waiting, we'll speak to Ford Escort.
Introduce yourself, please, sir.
All right. I'm Lord Heathcliff's chauffeur, Ford Escort. Pretty boring job. So at the weekends, I race for a Formula 3 team. They just offered me a permanent position, actually. Handed in my resignation the other day. Yeah, nice. When I'm not behind the wheel, I'm usually getting paid to have dinner with nice ladies. A few here tonight, actually. One or two things. Oh. I can't remember exactly where I was when he was killed. I was definitely in the house somewhere. I don't see why I'm a suspect, to be honest with you. Move on.
What a common man that man is.
Oh, well, let's go to Professor Peacock has made himself known. Professor!
Well, I don't feel I have to introduce myself at all. You all know me quite well, but I'm Professor Peacock, the renowned academic, and frequent board sitter on the examination authorities. I suppose you could say I was a friend of Lord Heathcliff, in as much as I'd frequently back up his arguments. In return, I became his confidant in all matters fiscal and academic, but also not estate planning. but alas, for that matter. Recently, I've been doing some research into some of you here, and it appears that Lord Heathcliff had proper cause for concern.
Ooh, mysterious. Okay, who would you like to go to next?
I would like to speak to Dr. Fumbles.
Let's get the doctor to introduce himself.
Testing.
Receiving.
Great. Okay. Right. All your life, you wanted to be a vet, but you turned into general medicine.
I think you're reading the wrong bit. It's the next bit. Introduce yourself.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
You're reading your motivation.
Yeah. I'm Dr. Fumbles, and when I proclaim someone dead,
Dr. Funballs? It's been asked in the chat by... Is it Dr. Funballs?
Of course.
Okay.
I'm Dr. Fumbles, and when I proclaim someone dead, they better not blooming well get up again. I'm sure Lord Heathcliff was a good man, but he was also an enormous strain on NHS resources. Yeah. I arrived earlier today after his 9th phone call to my surgery complaining about a headache. I was on my way to prescribe him 2 paracetamol and a piece of my mind when he was suddenly declared dead by the butler. A butler, I tell you, with no formal training.
What?
For all we know, he's alive and well on to his 5th lap in the pool by now.
Thank you. If the Reverend... Right, the Reverend's coming back. The Reverend and... Who's Katya?
Misty Visions.
Stay there. We're gonna call you in a minute if we can't get you to work here, although it's your fault. Thank you, Doctor. I think we need to speak to M. Fatale.
Yeah, go gently, though.
There we go.
Hello, darlings.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm Fatale, Lord Heathcliff's wife, and now a tragically young widow. I used to be an
not that young.
Young compared to him. I gave up my job after our recent wedding so I could focus on being a good wife. Fortunately for me, this place is full of delightful antiques, from meerkat memorabilia to McDonald's Happy Meal toys.
Oh.
His lordship had excellent taste, as is clearly evident from his choice of spouse.
Lovely. Now we're going to go to Fanny Batters. Fanny.
About time.
Oh.
Look, I'm Fanny Batters. I do all the heavy lifting round here, by which I mean baking, boning, beating, bashing steaks with my meat cleaver. I'm trained by the best and meanest teachers, mainly my mother, may she rest in pieces.
Oh.
Alison Annie. She showed me how to flambe.
Long pause there.
It's dramatic. Don't jump in.
I just don't think he can be bothered.
I didn't have much to do with Lord Heathcliff. I think he was too scared to come visit in the kitchen. But I am sad he's dead. He never once criticised my cooking. And anyway, at the time of the murder, I was in the kitchen roasting his lordship's banana.
Right, we're going to try the Reverend. Reverend, can we hear you? No, we're going to call you in a second. In that case, we need to speak to Sierra Tango.
Yeah.
Hello, Sierra.
Good evening.
Okay.
I'm Sierra Tango.
Oh, Jesus.
You can call me Constable.
I think I'm falling in love.
2 facts are clear to me. Firstly, there's been a murder.
Okay, well done. Yes, we got that.
Secondly, somebody here has done it.
Oh.
Okay.
And thirdly,
yes,
as the highest and only ranking police officer here, I'm taking responsibility for this investigation. It's lucky that Lord Heathcliff summoned me here tonight. I might have missed out on all the fun. I spend all day, every day, trying to find a scrap of crime, but there isn't any in this sleepy little village. None at all, I tell you. How is that even possible? If I can solve this, which I will, I might get back to the Met.
You might get back to the Met?
I might get back to the Met. Now line up, everybody. I'll be needing fingerprints, DNA, and hopefully a confession.
Very, very sus. We're going to call...
Noi2222 in the chat says, I think we defunded the police too much.
Exactly. We're going to call
Well, I'll introduce myself in the meantime.
Oh, yeah,
shall
good
I?
idea.
I'm Cinders. Most of you know I've worked here for the last 5 years as a maid. But what you don't... Is my mic off?
Yeah, your mic is on. I've just turned the headphones on. Go on. Hang on. You go.
What you don't know is that Lord Heathcliff was my father. Although there's a funny story about him not knowing he had a daughter and me just turning up. But I'll save that for later. I'm sure you're all thinking I bumped him off for the inheritance. But I haven't seen the will, and knowing him, he probably left it all to his cat anyway. Besides, at the time of the murder, I was picking apples in the orchard.
We can now go live to Misty Visions on the phone. Good evening, Misty. Jesus. Has she been watching this?
Can you introduce yourself, please?
Oh, hang on. They can't hear you. Sorry, they can't hear you.
Hang on, the volume was down.
Yeah, start again.
Okay, from where?
The beginning.
The beginning.
Okay.
Beginning.
My name is Misty Visions, and I am a psychic. I knew that Lord Heathcliff would die today. That's why I'm here. Well, and he hired me for the party as a special wedding gift for his new wife. I know that Lord Heathcliff's sudden violent death is upsetting, which is why I'm offering a half-price tarot bog-off consultation with every palm reader, I don't know how you pronounce it, I do tonight. Good death be on the cards for you too.
Oh, lovely. Stay there. We're now... Oh, no, I don't want that. We're now... Oh, hang on. We're going to now... call the Reverend. Stay on the phone, please, Misty. Reverend.
The Reverend Willbedone.
Reverend. Is your phone ringing? Is your phone ringing? Stop giggling, Misty. Reverend, is your phone ringing? Right, oh no, hang on. I think I'm just ringing her phone again. Right, hang on. Hang on, Reverend. My fault. My bad. So this is your number. This is your... Right, copy. So we're going to go here. We're going to add dial pad. We're going to do this. We're going to paste that and... Unable to add participant. You've been blocked by Skype. Right, I'll have to call you on my bloody phone. Jeez. I'm 141 in it. Well, oh, God, hang on. Was that it? 07702. That was it. That was it. I've got it keyed in, ready to go. Right.
Welcome to Gift Gap.
Oh! He's on his phone.
Calling. Can't take your call at the moment. Please leave your message after the tone. To re-record your message, press hash at any time.
Hello, Reverend. This is me calling you. Are you able to... Hello, Reverend. Jesus.
I think we may have got to the root of the problem.
This isn't funny, Misty. Right, I'm going to try him again.
It's not her, it's Fatale.
That's it, Bev. Try him again.
It's definitely funny.
Gift Gap's voicemail. The person you're calling...
Right, try him again.
Max is...
There we go. Hello?
Welcome to
Right, hang on a minute. You know he's going to be the murderer, right? Shut up. Right, hang on. This is going to be awkward. Right, so I've cut him off. Now he should be here.
Welcome to Gift Gap's voicemail.
I'm going to keep... Right, Reverend, please don't... Just don't do anything, right? I'm calling you.
Welcome to...
He's definitely the murderer. I don't know what else I can do. I've got the right number, right?
Yeah.
Welcome to Gift Gap's voicemail. The person you're calling can't take your call at the moment. Please...
This is your bad.
Can he Skype us and can we talk him onto it from... No. We might have to just sack it off.
Sack what, the whole thing off?
No.
We're an hour in? We're not sacking it off after all of that!
Not here! No, not everyone.
He might be the murderer!
Just the vicar. Well,
right.
If the mod has got any sense...
No, hang on.
Welcome to Gift Gap.
Jesus Christ.
Does anyone live near Max?
Oh, Max is here. Max is here. Right, I can remove him from here. Right, hang on. Thank you for whoever spotted that. We're going to remove him. Right, here we go. We got him. This is it.
Welcome to Gift.
That might take a second. Where's he gone?
Hey.
Hello, is that the Reverend?
Oh, I've Skyped you and I've got engaged.
You're trying to Skype you, that's why you couldn't get through.
We cut, right. Oh, Jesus Christ. This was your idea, Katherine.
This isn't my fault.
Reverend, can you hear us?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay, it's not a great signal, but shall we do it? Shall we do it like this? Huh?
Yes, go on.
All right.
Can you read us out your introduction, please?
Can you read us your introduction? You haven't done the introduction. Could you read us your introduction, please, Reverend?
Yeah. I am Reverend. I wasn't planning to come here today, and I almost haven't.
Right. I'm gonna Skype you. I'm gonna Skype you.
This is bloody awful. I know what's being murdered.
My career.
Oh dear.
Are you still there, Misty Visions? She's gone. Misty Visions has gone.
No, she's not.
No, she's not on this phone call. Reverend. Hello? Hello? Katherine, over to you.
Can you hear us, Reverend?
I hear you, Reverend.
Why are you so far away from your phone? Are you talking to us on the phone or on your computer?
I'm about to commit suicide.
He's committing suicide.
What?
Is what
Don't
I
do
heard.
that.
Wait, it's a terrible phone signal.
But when I Skype you, it's fine.
Skype me. I'm hanging up. Skype me, okay? Skype me. Oh, he's done it from there. All right, this is going to work. But we've lost... All right, Katya. Oh, Katya, you're still there, right?
Yes, I am, yes.
Okay, good. Okay, he's going to Skype in, and I should be able to add him to this. No, I won't be able to. I'm going to hang up on Katya. I'm going to add him.
Yes.
Hey.
Oh, thank Christ for that. Right, but now I have to add Katya.
Hey.
Okay. Don't celebrate the fact that it's taken you 45 minutes to make contact.
Yes. But no, it's taken you 45 minutes to accept it.
I like it.
This is true.
Give us your introduction, please, sir.
Okay, but before we start, let's have you spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch.
That's it. He's got it.
Okay. I am the Reverend Willbedone. I wasn't planning to come here today and almost didn't, but the Lord works in mysterious ways, much like my sat-nav. I'm sure we will agree that he's happy looking down on us, that Heathcliff, as he has always done from the other side. Sadly, when I arrived, he was already dead, so I don't see how I could be a suspect.
Love it. Thank you. Right, hang on. Now we're going to get Katya back in. Katya. What?
Hello?
You're still there. Right.
Okay.
Reverend, are you still there?
Oh, my God.
Reverend? I can't add... Katya, do you have Skype?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus. What? I'm calling her in Belgium.
Okay.
Could you Skype us?
Yes.
I'm calling her in Belgium.
Oh, dear.
Right, you're still there. Femme Fatale... No.
Misty
Misty
Visions.
Visions is going to Skype us.
Right. Then we're in business, right?
You get going now.
Right. So, we're going to ask everyone a question.
Max, you look brilliant, by the way.
First of all, Blanch Batters. Where's Blanch Batters? Can you unmute, please?
That's me. What?
Why do you have a criminal record?
Look, I'll admit it. I've done things I'm not proud of, mostly
say?
petty theft. A shiny trinket here and there. I can't help it. If I see something shiny, I just have to get my hands on it.
Oh.
Like a shiny bell. What do I do
You can
now?
ask him that question.
Why do I want to ask him if he did the murder?
No, you have to ask this question.
Right, Katya?
Yes.
Right, hang on, I think we just lost Max. Max, you there? Right, Katya, call him one more time. Call him one more time, because I did it wrong. Hang on a minute. Well, I can't ask him anything I want to ask him?
No, you have to ask off the menu. Top one.
Did you really lie to get this job?
Look. It was barely a lie. More of a word gaffer. I said I'd served for Her Majesty, and maybe I'd served at Her Majesty's pleasure for 5 years. All right.
Okay.
Okay, that's the end. So
Next one. No. Next one. So I have to ask you.
What? What? Don't look. All
Here's
right.
your answers. Did you bring the murder weapon to the pool?
It's not on. Well, I want to improvise around this.
Well, no.
So we're just reading a book.
Well, I want you to give your all.
We're just reading a book.
Come on.
You can improv over the top of it.
You
Go
can,
for it.
but
I'll improvise my fist in your face in a minute, sunshine.
I think it was in.
Now that's the sort of magic we want to see. More of that.
It's not uncommon. It's not uncommon. And what about butlers aren't common, are they? They're posh. It's not uncommon for his lordship to ask me to bring his prized candlestick to the pool area. That's not a euphemism for anus. Although I have done that on occasion. Me and Fanny, I would go to Fanny and get a pound of goose fat and lube up
All
a
right.
candlestick.
This is what happens when he improvises.
Primarily, I suspect he likes to save money on the electricity bill. I recall he complained about the smell of the matches I used to light it. Oh, because it's electricity.
Was Lord Heathcliff alive when you last saw him?
He was quite alive. Whoa. Hang on, I've got more. How many questions are you allowed to... So we get the ones that
2
ask.
each. Well, yeah, you're supposed to have it in the
Jesus.
middle, but we're not in the same room.
But you've sent this to everyone, right?
No, they haven't got this one. They've got a different one. No, it's fine.
So what do they do? What are they here for?
They're
even?
going to answer the questions. Will you just stay in the moment, please? You keep breaking the third wall. I'm going to break your face.
I'll break your third eye in a minute. He was quite alive. The candle gave off a surprisingly bright light, so I could only too clearly see his leathery body undulating in the water. Yes, he was dead, but his buttocks were very pert, and his peen, although shriveled by the cool night air, still looked delicious.
Oh, my God. Right, you have to ask me that question. Those questions.
Well, you see,
I haven't.
are you really Lord Heathcliff's daughter?
Yes! Lord Heathcliff was my dad. Not that he seemed that thrilled about it. I grew up an orphan but managed to track me mum down just before she tragically died in a freak circus accident. Lord Heathcliff was the only family I'd left. Now I got no one.
How did you track down your father?
Me mum told me his name on her deathbed. Well, it wasn't really a bed, it was the floor of the big top, just as the clowns were trying to put her beard fire out. Those idiots. They knew those buckets didn't have real water in them.
But now these people can't ask any... We can type some of the questions in chat. So otherwise it's just us asking questions all
Yeah,
the
we have
time.
to ask questions.
Yeah, but it's just us. They don't get to do anything.
Well, no.
What?
Yeah, but they will. Hang
But
on.
if they were here, would they be asking these questions?
Well, we'd have all the questions between us.
Excuse me. We have a question sheet here.
Yeah, I know, but it says that we have to use this one, and it's different.
Well,
but you have questions on the back.
No, that isn't.
What question have you got, Professor Peak? What's your next question?
Well, it says ask the butler, and I've got the same questions you have. So obviously,
All right, and what's your Ask D Minor question?
Ask D Minor.
We haven't got D Minor, have we?
No.
Why are you here?
Right, why don't you ask
Not
Dr.
here.
Fumbles a question then?
Me? Well, we'll ask Dr. Fumbles a
Hang
question.
on, let's see. Let's see something.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
All right, so the first two.
Okay.
Have you read the instructions?
I have, but look, this is different.
I'm not looking. That's your
Don't
thing.
get Larry with me.
This is your thing.
Yeah, I know, and you're stamping on it.
I'm not stamping on it. I'm the one that's fucking held all of this together with technological glue.
Whoa! Right, hang on, stop. So, because it looks like these questions I've got here. So the ones I've got here are Dr. Fumbles, what were Heathcliff's medical problems, and did you diagnose any medical problems? On your question menu that you got there, are they on there at the top too for all of you?
Mm-hmm.
Apart from Dr. Fumbles, obs.
Yes.
All right, then we'll do it that way. Cool. All right, so Professor Peacock, do you want to ask Dr. Fumbles the first two questions?
Yes, I do, and I'm glad you finally got to me. I'm very bored.
Look at the state of Dr. Fumbles.
Yes, Dr. Fumbles. What were Heathcliff's medical problems? Did you diagnose any mental problems?
I've had to unmute you, Dr. Fumbles, because your Twitch stream is going.
Oh,
And your answer?
Hang on a minute, I'm just... Hello, I'm here, yeah. Right, that you've asked the questions, I've got it.
Yes, I have.
Sorry, I was listening to you on stream.
Yes.
And now I've come back to the computer, so I'm
Would you like me to repeat the question, Doctor? Did you not understand?
I'm just going to give myself a shot or something.
Okay.
If you got a gun there, that would help.
Most of his medical problems were mental issues. If his meals weren't as he expected, he'd think the cook was poisoning him.
Hello?
Yeah, Katya, we there?
If I didn't agree, he'd accuse me of incompetence.
Oh, I'm waiting for something.
You want the second one?
Right, Katya, you can't hear what's going on.
Outrageous.
But it's a lot of fun, trust me. And someone is saying, someone's saying, I don't know why no one's ever done this before. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Right.
I've now got to ask, what is your relationship with me? What would someone's? Why would someone steal your? That doesn't make any sense. No, hang on.
What?
It's got to just be the next question down.
What was wrong with your exam results?
Right. Lord Heathcliff took it upon himself to seek out my old university exam papers.
Right.
And these are my university colours. Anyway.
We're time lord.
Are we answering the right question?
To have them regraded, he was adamant I wasn't qualified and was trying to get me banned from practicing medicine, the little rotter.
I see.
Motive.
Okay. Right. Now what?
No more questions, sir.
All right. So who wants to question M. Fatale? I reckon Ford, you can do the two questions for M. Fatale, please.
Yeah. All right, darling.
Beg your pardon?
How you doing? You all right? One sec. Right. So, what's a beautiful woman like you doing marrying Lord Heathcliff? How did you meet him?
Well, you see, we met quite accidentally at an antiques convention. I was looking for something old and valuable, and he was looking for something young and cheap. He never found a watch, but we did find
as well as
each other.
Brexit.
Shut up, Max. Shut up. I read that comment as well.
Why did you get married in such a hurry?
Brilliant.
Such a hurry. Well, you see, a man of his age, he just can't afford to hang about, can he?
Or you neither.
Well, you see, 1 minute he's in the bedroom doing gymnastics,
You
and the
ought to be
next minute he's
streaming the
floating
chat.
upside
It's
down in the
working.
swimming pool.
Max!
Shut up, Max!
They're doing it! And I know you can't hear it, but they're doing it!
I mean, you can't predict when these tragic accidents will happen. But it's just a good job we had all the paperwork sorted out when we did.
Right, but here's the thing, right? None of this will lead us to the murderer, because the murderer was chosen at random by someone.
Yeah, but someone's not telling the truth. Everyone else is telling the truth.
But they would be lying anyway.
Mate, don't question the
They
process.
would be lying anyway, because
Someone's gonna
it's
be-
in the script. I blame. All right.
M. Fatale, ask your questions of Ford Escort.
Yes, you ask Ford Escort these questions.
Do I really have to speak to him again?
Yes.
Oh, I get it. It's in Act 2 is when it gets interesting. Okay.
Who is it? What's going on?
I know.
Right, go.
Not got that. Could be incriminating. What, Ford Escort, were you doing with me?
Fucking brilliant.
Well, you were there.
I can't
The
hear
chat is just unbelievable.
You were there, love. You tell everyone.
Maybe they can.
The chat should get all the
If you
sponsorship
remember,
money, you know.
I don't actually. Do you know what? I don't think it's right that you've asked me that question. You're trying to incriminate
Goodbye.
me. I think someone else should be asking me that question. Ask someone else a question. Go on, love.
Just do it.
No,
Jesus!
No, there's a reason for it.
All right, Blanche, you ask the second question.
To someone else.
No, to Ford.
All right, I'll explain it. I'll explain it then.
Go on then.
It's not going to work because she's asking me what I was doing with her. Do you not see it?
Well, let Blanche ask you.
Blanche.
Look, Escort, stop beating around the bush. What happened with your resignation? Why couldn't you just leave?
Well, how do you know about that? Well, the truth is...
all the news goes around the kitchen.
The truth is, he wouldn't let me leave. He rejected my resignation. And I checked the paperwork. It was drawn up by someone called Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors. Apparently it's legally binding for life, and I can't get out of it.
Right, Ford, ask your question to Fanny.
No, I've already had mine.
All right, okay. Who hasn't? All right, Sierra.
Tango.
Somebody needs to take control.
You two double team Sierra Tango. Start with you, Fanny.
Whatever that is, it sounds amazing.
Doesn't it, Giles?
Right, Tango.
Go for it.
Oh, am I asking you a question?
Yeah.
Okay. Why were you suspended from the mat then, Tango?
Uh-oh.
It was a very unfortunate misunderstanding. I was working undercover in a chocolate factory, investigating a hash brownie syndicate. I have a very sweet tooth and I managed to eat all of the evidence. The powers that be weren't too impressed and posted me here as a punishment, but I'm hoping that I'm reinstated soon.
Right. We are going to be doing this forever, right? This is going to go on forever.
There's loads
right?
of questions.
There's loads. Why don't we just jump to Act 2 when people start lying?
All right.
Because people
have been lying already.
I haven't been lying.
Well, I had an option to lie.
In Act 1?
Yeah.
Did anyone else have an option to lie in Act 1?
Yeah.
Everyone did.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
That's what I mean.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's going on forever.
Ask the second question of Sierra.
Butler is not sus, Tom. JP Records.
Unmute Ford because he wants to ask the question.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on now. Stick with it. We're getting there.
No, we're not. We're going back in time.
Did somebody ask why I'm at the manor?
Yes.
I came here tonight because Lord Heathcliff reported a break-in last week, and I was just following up. Nothing was stolen at the time, but I'm keeping an open mind. It is possible that it's related to his murder, though.
Oh.
Right.
Questions. Professor Peacock.
To Professor Peacock.
Yes, I've got questions.
Do it.
I've got
Do
questions. Who are you investigating?
A question at last. An intelligent question as well.
Jesus Christ.
It's not a secret I was investigating. Well, maybe it is. It's not a secret that he mainly had me investigating Dr. Fumble.
Oh, Bumbles.
Matey.
He was certain that he wasn't qualified to practice.
Doesn't look like a doctor, actually, does he?
What did you find out?
Well, I'm not really at liberty to say, but at this stage. But what I have found out, it's what? But if what I've found out is true, this will bring into question not only the doctor's professional status, but also his gender.
Oh, it's transphobic.
This geezer thinks he's Poirot or something.
Katya.
I will not talk to the lower orders.
Katya. I mean, Misty Visions.
Oh, hang on, this is now tricky because she's not heard any of this, but it doesn't matter. Right, so Katya, Misty
But
Visions.
she's better now. So.
Misty Visions.
Well,
Hello?
Hello, Misty Visions.
Yes.
The question, how did you know Lord Heathcliff was going to die?
Okay.
Tell her the truth.
Should I be telling you the truth, but the whole truth?
Well, unless you're the murderer, so...
The problem really is that I do not know if I am the murderer or not.
Right, if you don't... Jesus, right.
You need to check your whispers.
All right. So it's not... I know the murderer's been in touch with the person who... So we know it's not Misty Visions. So thanks for playing.
She's out.
She's out. She's out. Thank you. Let's go to the Reverend.
Reverend Willbedone. Is Lord Heathcliff your brother?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yes, mate.
Right, what can we do for you?
Is he your brother, Lord Heathcliff?
Is he my brother?
Yeah.
Well, yes. But we didn't really get on very well together, to be honest.
Tell us more.
How well did you know him?
I've got to get this now.
Oh.
Huh? Hello?
Well, we were as different, really, as chalk and cheese, but we were in the same swimming team, but we didn't actually get on all that well, and we didn't tell people because we weren't very proud of it. I mean, I fell out with him because he said to me, "What do you call a nun in a wheelchair?" And I said, "I don't know." And he said, "Well, it's Virgin Mobile." And I just said, I think that's really out of line.
Right, people in the
gays and Christians on an Austrian.
people in the chat are saying it's the man in the car. He killer because if he had the chance to leave, he had enough time to kill someone without you know.
Fair enough.
Peacock reminds me of the KFC or the Monopoly dude. Matty, can we get a poll in the chat as to who people thinks it is out of all of us, except for Katya? Because
it's clearly not her.
Because it's clearly not Katya.
Well, I think it was me, but nobody's told me.
Oh,
right. Did anyone tell you were the murderer, Max?
Well, yeah, but that was a month ago.
Jesus Christ, what have we stumbled on?
It wasn't tonight, no.
Right.
Well, I have been told before.
So I guess
we could say goodnight to Max.
So thank you. So we're going to say goodnight to Max.
People are eliminating themselves from our inquiries.
Thank you, Reverend, and thank you, Misty.
Oh my God! Right, Act 2 in it. Do you want to do a quick chat poll and while we do the sponsors or something?
I don't think I've had an email from the sponsor saying nah.
Not tonight.
Not tonight, Josephine. Very quickly, you guys can do the sponsors. Fatale, can you do Gregorian Emerson Law, please?
Gregorian Emerson, marvellous family of solicitors. Not that I'd ever need a solicitor for anything, I'm quite sure. If you've ballsed it up, they will unballs it for you.
Thank you very much indeed. Sierra, could you do Poseidon Safety for us, please?
So I can keep Devon and Cornwall safe. They've got big dogs and even bigger guys, and they've got truncheons like the one I've got upstairs, which I forgot to bring down, but I'll get it in a minute.
Is that where you went a second ago?
And they do work for free. They look after schools and nurseries recently when they were broken into. And Iain, I think, has implicated them in about 8 murders in the area.
Yeah, at least.
Fanny, could you please do... Oh, God. Could you please do the recovery clinics, abbeycare.co.uk?
I'm probably not best placed to do it. I can vouch for them personally. If you've got troubles, they're the right place to go. great locations across the country, even in Glasgow, where I currently live.
And finally, Professor Peacock, the wonderful JPU Records. He's muted! He's just there going...
I was having a think.
I was having a bit of crack. Now, will you leave me alone? Yes, obviously music is very important in all our lives. Sort of the classic music, and you'll get none of that from JPU. You'll get this new music. I don't really understand it, honestly. But it's from Japan. It's lively. The girls are obviously very attractive, and I enjoy their output enormously. Sometimes I put it on mute, but that's only for.
Okay, so that's our sponsors. Now, Kill Cam is really playing the game. Well, if not the man in the car, it could be the chef, because if he moved the weapon, why didn't he tell anyone? B, if he had the chance without anyone knowing, he could have hid the body. So there's that.
Fair point.
I think we should take a little break. Let's take a breather, guys. Let's take a breather, everybody, because this is it's Act 2 of someone said in the chat, 84. This is the most fun. But I was asked earlier on today to make a little film about my cats. So I
Who
thought,
asked you?
Mandy, one of the mods, asked me to make a little film about my cats. So I've made a little film about my cats. This is a little palate cleanser before we get back into this shit. Here we go. Hi, Iain Lee here. I've been asked to share some of my life with you, and that would be my pleasure. Today, I would like to share my greatest love. Those are my cats. So welcome to a tour of my cats. This is Patty. She farts a lot and is a bumlick. Say hello, Patty. Come back. Lucky! Lucky! This one is called George, and this is Patty's brother. Get off. You get snot on it. George, say something.
Hello. I love the Indian's cat. He's the best. He's the best daddy in the world.
George isn't. Thought there might be a cat on my bed, but it's just some pants. Lucky Mucky! This is Velvet. May she rest in peace. Sometimes one of the cats does a poo there in the bath. Hello? I do my... Lucky came on up now. Lucky. Lucky. This is where they eat. And this one is for Big Boy, who doesn't come there anymore. This is where they eat crap. And we. Yay! One big catty family. Minus Mucky. If anyone touched my cats, I'd kill them. I'd shank them.
That was good. That.
There we go. That's my cats. That's a little insight into my world. That's what motivates me. That's my motivation. You've seen that. If you'd like me to make, if you'd like to request movies, yeah, no, fuck it, why not? Do it. Right. This is still going on. I see.
Act 2, innit?
Right. Okay. And now I feel that we've lost the Deadwood. And I feel that this is really going to be... Right, so explain what happens now, Katherine.
Well, go to the website that we were on before and play them the second bit.
We didn't play Act 1.
Oh.
But play Act 2.
Act 2, yeah.
Here we go.
But some people still aren't telling the whole truth, are you? So relax, close your eyes, and let the walls of the manor slowly close in around you. Picture it. The birds are singing, spring is in the air, and now comes love. Is that about how it went, Mrs. Withering, when you fell in love with Lord Heathcliff? Alas, that love will never be realised, unlike the inspector's crush on Blanch Batters. Unless I'm taking things too literally. The cook has a crush too, mainly on the silverware that's been going missing from the manor. And that's not the only thing that's disappeared. Dee's priceless Stradivarius has gone walkabouts too. And it would be remiss of me not to mention one final theft. Should we tell them, Reverend, about how your brother, Lord Heathcliff, stole your fiancée from you at the altar? Did that anger you enough to want revenge? But love turns to hate, and presumably one of those feelings was driving Dr. Fumbles to have a heated debate with Professor Peacock in the library earlier. Were they talking about Lord Heathcliff's promise to publish Professor Peacock's novel, or Fatale's paperwork? Or maybe I'm getting confused with Lord Heathcliff's will. Now, how did that one go? I think it ends with Cinders being the sole beneficiary to almost everything. But you probably already knew that, didn't you, Cinders? Well, there's always work to concentrate on when things aren't good at home, which is what Sierra has been doing. A bit of moonlighting, in fact. But wearing what uniform, you might ask? Some people are workers, some people are quitters. Ford's attempt at resigning didn't go too well earlier, but the butler is already serving a 4-week notice period. So, who have I forgotten? Misty. What's on the cards for you?
Misty's gone.
Last time you met Lord Heath.
Misty's gone. I think we had a poll. Did we? I didn't see the poll. So view results. You guys think that Ford, Escort, or the Professor is the murderer, right? Yep. It's. Everyone seems to think it's one of you two guys. Maybe you doubled up. And Fanny Butters.
Fanny Butlers.
Fanny Butlers. Right. Let's do it now.
Questions.
Let's do this. Questions. Now, where do we go?
Act 2. Let's ask Blanch Batters, Fanny Batters. What do you know about the silverware?
What do you want to know about the silverware?
Ooh. Good. Look. Nervous giggles there.
Look, I only took it because it was shiny. If you knew what Lord Heathcliff was paying me, you'd understand. One place setting's only worth about a bag of chips anyway.
Did Lord Heathcliff know what you're up to?
Lord Heathcliff wouldn't notice if anything was missing. I swear he's so blind, you could come up behind him holding a candlestick over his head and, well, let's just say he's not very observant.
Fanny, do you want to ask the butler some questions?
Right. What's the butler called? Oh, here we go. Okay.
It's called the butler.
Yeah.
Is it true you were being sued for fraud? Did you use Lord Heathcliff's
Hang on, that's
credit
Act
card?
3. You're doing Act 3.
This is so stressful.
It's not your career that depends on this.
Were you really on 4 weeks' notice?
Time's up. Yep. Times are hard, I suppose, and even though generations of my family have served the Heathcliffs for the last 400 years, I appear to have only accrued 4 weeks' notice. Yes, it was in writing, but I had prior warning. If you were going to ask me that?
Yes.
Lord Heathcliff voice records all his letters and I have to type them up, so I knew before I delivered it to myself.
Interesting. Butler, do you want to ask Dr. Fumbles some questions?
I do, actually, yes. Thank you, Fanny. There we go. Dr. Fumbles.
It's Blanche, not Fanny, but there you go.
Thank you. Dr. Fumbles, did you do the murder?
Am I allowed to answer that?
Well, that wasn't the
No.
question.
I'm
That's
just going
not
to
the
say
question.
That is not the question.
Okay. What's your relationship with Cock? Peacock.
That's not the question either.
That's the question I've got. I'll
Right.
stop
The second one down.
Yeah, I've got.
No, but Act 2.
Yeah.
You're asking Dr. Fumbles about.
You're Dr. Fumbles.
Yeah. Sorry.
Have I got the right question or not?
Professor Peacock's.
Yeah. We have academic debates, usually about my university exam results.
Very sus.
He argued that I failed, and I didn't agree with him. I've got a piece of paper to prove it.
There we go.
yeah, that was a piece of paper.
Shut up. What's wrong with your exam results? Should I be listening to the answers?
A bit, yeah.
Okay, everyone should be listening to the answers, apparently. That was not made clear.
Lord Heathcliff took it upon himself to seek out my old university exam papers so that them regraded. He was adamant I wasn't qualified and was trying to get me banned from practicing medicine. The rotter.
Practicing.
Dr. Fumbles, do you want a question? Who's next down this? Fatale.
John BG99 says the doctor is murder.
Right. Have we had How Did You Meet Lord Heathcliff?
Yeah, we're on.
Act 2.
We're on.
What paperwork are you talking about?
Boom.
What are you doing? What are you going to do now? Fatale.
Well, it's not the will, if that's what you're thinking, because we had a prenup. I mean, it was all my idea. I didn't want anybody thinking that I was marrying poor, sweet, handsome old Heathcliff just for his money. And in the unlikely but believable event of his untimely death, I inherit absolutely nothing.
Sorry, someone in the chat is saying, is this going to be much longer? I have to work at 7 a.m. It's only going to be about another 2, maybe 2.5, 3 hours tops. Tops.
Did you answer the second question, Fatale?
What is Maltese?
Nope.
What is the Maltese meerkat?
No. What are you going to do now?
I'm asking Fatale, you mean?
Yeah. Fatale, what are you going to do now?
We've asked it. There you go. She can answer it.
Well, I'll be moving on after the necessary grieving period has passed. I never left one place very long, you see. There's a large auction in Frankfurt next week.
She's good.
They have a lot of things to sell.
Killcam says he could have done it. I think he means you, Doctor. He could have done it because he wanted something he probably had of his.
Yeah.
Great. You keep
True.
them
I'm
coming,
glad you're getting
Killcam.
into this.
Killcam, not Killcam.
Ford Escort, I have questions.
Okay, thank you very much, Em. Thank you, Doctor. That's what was is Catty? No, Catty is gone.
Yeah,
right?
she's out. She
She's
ruled herself
gone.
out.
Okay.
All right, Cinders, shoot.
What happened with your resignation?
We've already answered that one. Do that one because they messed it up. Someone else.
What, did someone ask that already?
Yeah, it's all right. It doesn't matter. They're not professional broadcasters.
Gary says we could have the third wave before this is over.
Why couldn't you just leave?
No, do the one question because I ain't answered that one yet.
Oh Jesus!
Which one?
What were you doing with a?
Yeah, that's
Mrs.
it. That one.
Mrs. What's it?
Yeah. Ask me that.
What were you doing with Mrs. What's it?
Yeah.
Lady Heathcliff, you mean?
Yes. Well, ladyship.
Yeah, well, that's all a big misunderstanding. She dropped an earring down the side of the chair. I was trying to get it out for her. We ended up a little bit sort of, linked in together, and that's how I got my arse stuck on this gear stick.
Do you want to ask a question of Professor Peacock, Ford?
Yeah, sure. You don't ask me another question then. No. All right.
No, I already asked you. It seems
right.
like we've already been done it.
I think you've been done.
Been done.
It's a clerical error. Yeah. Professor Peacock.
Yes.
Haven't we already asked you this? I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, go on, give it a shot.
What's it say about you having a deal with Heathcliff? What's that about?
Well, Lord Heathcliff, is a good friend of mine, and he promised to publish my book, theoretical novel called Life in a Vacuum Cleaner. And a bit like public school, he pulled out at the last minute. So it was a bit of a disaster, really. I was very disappointed, a bit like public school.
What's that novel about? Tell me some more about that.
Oh, it's about a wealthy man who is ignorant of the plight of those around him, and he eventually gets what's coming to him.
Oh,
very interesting. All right. Cheers, Poirot.
Professor, could you question Sierra Tango, please?
Oh, I nearly kicked forward out of the meeting. Here we go. Yeah.
Where's the prof? There he is.
Professor?
Oh, yes, sorry, yes. What would you like me to ask?
Could you ask Sierra Tango?
About the moonlighting.
If she's free at the weekend.
I've been waiting for her to take down my particulars for all night.
Oh, God.
Moonlighting.
Moonlighting have you been doing, young lady?
You're muted.
She's giving her all there as well.
Dogs and barking. Between me and you, I've been doing some moonlighting. I've been doing some private work on the
really?
Very hush-hush and highly confidential. Something I think the Butler might have been interested in. Strictly speaking, I'm not...
Yes, go on.
Well, you and I have a thing, don't we? I can see it in your eyes. I'm not supposed to, but things are so quiet here, and I've got a lot of time on my hands, you know.
Why would it have to be hush-hush?
Well, it's not really professional, is it? If you must know, I work as a strippogram.
Oh!
Oh!
How much do people pay you?
Common sense, really. I've got the uniform.
I can see that.
If anyone gets too handsy, I can just restrain them. So it had to come out sooner or later, I suppose, but I'd rather keep it up to wraps, under wraps even.
Killcam is my favourite, by the way, in the chat. Killcam says, Sarah Tango, why are you trying to act like you was with a man unless you was the killer of that one person?
Got you there on the ropes.
Totally got you there. What's next? Is it Act 3 yet?
Act 3.
Thank the Lord Jesus. Let's, Matty, could we run that poll again, please? Or a poll again. Let's see if anything has changed while we move over to Act...
The final act. Act 3.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Stop.
That's the wrong one. Murder at the Man. Here we go.
Boom.
Here we go.
And so it is that our guests have been unravelled and the mystery is almost solved. But for those of you still bemused, the final act will be full of surprises. Who wanted Lord Heathcliff dead? It's not about the money. Or is it? Did you know Lord Heathcliff found Blanche's stash of stolen silverware earlier today? Did she want to shut him up? And Dean knows who took her Stradivarius. Was it Lord Heathcliff? And if so, why? He didn't need the money, did he, General? Because you owed him £10 million. And the butler can stop smirking. Lord Heathcliff was suing him for fraud. And all this whilst he was alive. Yet who would benefit from him being dead? We already know Cinders benefits heavily, which may be why she was spotted buying some very expensive shoes. And Professor Peacock gets a cut too, don't you, Professor? But that's all too obvious, isn't it? How about a prenuptial agreement? Someone really should ask Miss Fatale about the Maltese meerkat. It isn't all about getting money, though. Sometimes it's about protecting your ability to earn it. So it's time that Dr. Fumbles told everyone that he failed to pass his medical degree. Scalpel, please. It's time for a pay cut. And how would Misty Visions...
Right, they've gone. There's people.
Blah, blah,
blah. Jim says, well, I know now what I won't be buying for Christmas. And Killcam, who is my favourite, is saying, It's Dr. Fumble. He wanted him dead because if he wanted what he wanted, he probably was trying to get someone he wanted to marry.
Oh.
Very, very clever. Let's have a look at, there's a new poll. Who is it? Ford Escort, Professor Peacock, M. Fatale or Sierra Tango, the Butler, the Maid, Blanch Batters or Dr. Peacock? Professor Peacock, right. So we'll see. So we're in scene Act 3.
Yeah.
So, we're so close, guys. So close. And don't worry, we will be, unfortunately, we can't give any refunds. So, Katherine, what do we do? Cinders, what do we do now?
We need to ask Blanch Batters some questions.
All right.
Blanch Batters, how did Lord Heathcliff find out about your silverware?
He caught me red-handed as I was stashing some stolen silverware into me bra. He was horrified.
What did he do when he found out?
I begged and begged him not to call the police, and in the end he agreed, as long as I gave back everything I'd stolen and left first thing in the morning after I'd made his breakfast.
Do you want to ask a question of the butler?
Go for it.
Go for it.
Were you being sued for fraud? Did you use Lord Heathcliff's credit card?
Indeed. He was mumbling something about a lawsuit. He's so muddled, though, that whenever he gets... Yes, the right one. He gets a credit card bill, he disputes everything. And when that doesn't work, he tries to pin it on me.
Is there another question?
No, I didn't use his credit card. And I did not murder his lordship. I was outside talking to the gardener about being fired when it happened. And she will most definitely vouch for me if she were a player character in this game. Cinders.
Yes?
Is it... What? Why did you start doing
yes.
that? Why have you just started doing that? Just do it again.
Yes.
Is it true you bought expensive shoes? And who, the follow-on question, just to save time, who were the shoes for?
Who are you, the shoe police?
Yes.
Yes, I did buy.
Yes.
Yes, I did buy expensive shoes. No one else. Actually, I scrimped and saved for months to get them, so there. And they were for me, of course. No one else I know has feet this small.
Blanche is more sus since the start. So wrestling fan, everybody, just start piling in the chat. We're getting very, very close to this. Pile into the chat as to who you think it is, and we're going to read these best out. Sierra, would you like to ask Dr. Fumbles a couple of questions, please?
Yes. Dr. Fumbles, did you fail your degree? And in your expert opinion, what was the cause of death?
It's not a secret. I failed my degree, and then I was allowed to retake it.
And?
Then I passed. That half-wit Peacock is regrading the first test I sat.
Killcam says, is Dr. Fumble a doctor, right? Perhaps the Rev was lying and now he's escaped. Rugby Toffee. It's got to be the good doctor, JMH. Professor Moustache, says Vlakados. Mr. Ed says, it's Kath. Nailed on. Funky Bob says, I think it's the professor. Karen McDonald said, the maid did it. That woman would kill for a pair of shoes. Doctor, would you like to ask M. Fatale a couple of questions, please?
Taking his notes.
You look great in that. You should wear that. You look like Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, thanks.
I've not seen that.
Is this what is the Maltese meal?
Yes.
Yes.
Was your marriage ever consummated?
Oh,
very
low blow.
How dare you?
Low blow.
Come on.
Come on.
Was it a low blow?
Well, we'll find out.
Lord Heathcliff did own the Maltese meerkat, but it went missing from the locked safe in his office 2 days ago. Someone obviously knew what they were doing because those pieces can fetch millions at auction. And as to whether our marriage was consummated, I mean, what sort of question is that to ask a grieving widow?
Have another gin.
That's a shitty question, Doctor. That was out of order, Doctor. That was out of order. That was out of order.
Any of your business anyway, but Lord Heathcliff was usually terribly worn out from using the bedroom gymnastics set I bought him. Besides, our prenup specifically states I'll inherit certain antiquities regardless of whether or not our marriage was consummated.
Oh,
You got the best uniform, by the way, and best fancy dress.
What do you mean fancy dress?
Doctor, don't crack on to the widow. It's
Don't-
very cold.
Don't break the fourth window. No, was it the fourth wall? Well, don't knock down the fourth wall.
Professor Peacock, would you like to question Ford Escort?
Rose Morgan says, "Why does Sierra keep looking off screen so much?"
Sus.
Yes.
Oh, you
The
again.
tarty widow did it. Brown eyes Dolly,
Yes,
please,
yes,
respect.
Yes, it's me again.
All right, let's hear it, Poirot. Come on.
Were you really at the pool?
Yeah, it's very convenient, isn't it? Yeah.
Did you want Lord Heathcliff dead?
If you don't mind, I'll just take one of those questions at a time.
Okay.
You're I know I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to confuse
I'm badgering
me.
the witness, yes, I
Yeah,
am.
and I'm not going to stand. So yeah. Of course, I'm at the pool. I've been all around the house thousands of times. As I said before, I don't remember where I was at the time of the murder. Could have been anywhere in the house. I'm always wandering about. And I believe your second question was. Can you remind me of your second question?
My second question was, did you want the Lord Heathcliff dead?
No, what a stupid question. I didn't want him dead. I just wanted him to let me leave. But he's been firing loads of people lately. And frankly, I'm a bit annoyed that I wasn't one of them. I want to go and be a racing driver.
We have some comments in chat. Charlie says, "I saw Ford Escort vent in electrical." Robob says the cook boiled him alive, and Killcam again is really on the ball here. So if he failed his degree, why would he be count as a doctor so he could have been the one that killed the person? Because if he studied a lot, he could have figured out how to kill someone fast. Plus, if the person that was killed could have passed the exam, Dr. Fumble could have got mad and killed him.
This is
Or he sat the exam and passed.
Is he an actual detective, that guy?
I think he might be a private dick, yeah.
He's a sex machine for all the chicks.
Ford Escort, do you want to question Professor Peacock?
Oh, I'd love to.
Oh,
Thank you.
yes. Bet you would, yes.
Yes. Just checking my notes. So then, Poirot, do you know what's in Heathcliff's will? Because no one here seems to.
I believe that I am in the will. I believe that I've got a. He's leaving me an old typewriter of his, worthless really, but it's exchanging one dead weight for another.
Very callous, very callous. Murderer.
Have you another question apart from that?
I do, yeah. So
Yes.
what are you going to do with that inheritance, murderer?
Probably use it as a doorstop. I'll sell it on eBay. Anyone want an Underwood typewriter that doesn't work properly at all? Very, very cheap.
Hazy says, "Gutted, I've only just walked in on this. Trust us, Billy." Everyone was excited for the first 10 minutes and then... So, nah, you're all right.
Okay, Fatale, do you want to question Sierra Tango?
I suppose so. Now, Sierra Tango, do you know who sent the anonymous blackmail notes?
Yes, I do.
Well, thank you for that. And are you not worried about getting in trouble with the police?
Hello?
Wait a minute.
Now,
I
wait.
still don't know who said, but I'm working on it. You said they wrote that they recognised me when I was stripping, which narrows things down to about 30 stag parties. I've been visiting each one personally in an effort to catch the culprit. And your follow-up question was, it won't look good. That's why I took precautions. I only ever took bookings in the next town over. I wore a red wig and I used the stage name Charlie Foxtrot. And to be honest, I don't think anyone was looking at my face. Would you?
Woohoo!
Killcam says, "I love Mind Riddle."
I love Mind Riddle.
So where are we now? I think we've done
We've
everybody.
heard all the evidence. I think it's time to start chucking some accusations around.
Okie dokie. Well, I
And then we've all got a final statement once we've heard all the accusations.
Lino says, this time last week we were watching a man stuffing his gob with knockoff frazzles. Life comes at you fast.
It does.
Right. Well, I know who it is.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I think it's Peacock.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Look at him.
That's interesting. What are you basing your findings on?
The bollocks about the typewriter.
Yeah, there's something in that typewriter.
Wasn't it? And the fact that Ford kept calling him murderer made me think...
But he could be trying to shift the blame.
No, he's not. Here's the thing, right? Ford, coke dealer, probably.
Just a driver and an escort.
Helps out his sisters and his aunts with a little bit of pimping work, almost definitely. He's not a murderer.
God.
He's a survivor. He's not a murderer.
I'm a rogue, but I wouldn't kill anyone.
Here we go.
You've been...
Killcam says, now if I think about it, well, he's only just started thinking about it. Like, this man in the car could have been the killer because Dr. Fumble could have hired the driver to kill the person he was mad of. Plus, if Dr. Fumble did hire him, he wouldn't get blamed for it.
Dr. Fumbles, what do you think? Who do you think did it?
I think it was Fatale.
Oh.
What makes you say that?
Oh,
Well, she could have got close to him, potentially. And then, administered the... is it poison?
No, it was smashed over the back of the head.
Candlestick, yeah.
Well, same thing,
The good doctor.
Medical advice, Dr. Fumble.
Sierra, who do you, as the professional here, who do you think did it?
Sense of notes, yeah.
Oh!
The butler did it.
Oh.
What are you saying that for?
We have a saying where I come from. He who smelt it, dealt it. And you've been very vocal. Nominating everybody, and I believe that's the sign of a guilty man.
Katherine, who do you think did it?
I think Blanch Batters. Because she's very fond of the candlesticks. There's no denying it. She was trying to secrete one when she was happened upon by his lordship, and then I think she conked him on the back of the head. There was a very telling comment about he wouldn't hear you coming up behind him with a candlestick.
Batters,
I think we both know it's the maid.
You're going for
nice
the maid?
Bit of deflection there, yeah. Come on, we all know.
How dare you?
Fatale, who do you think it is? Have you said yet?
I think it's Ford Escort, and quite frankly, if it isn't Ford Escort, you should probably lock him up anyway because he's terribly uncouth.
He's a horrible, horrible human being. A really unpleasant human.
You guys are all very classist.
You're scum.
Disgusting.
I grew up on a council estate and I bettered myself.
Look, you're a butler, mate. You ain't doing anything
But that is not a truncheon, mate. That is not a truncheon.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You can have someone's eye out with that.
You can have someone's brown eye out with that. I know exactly what that is. You dirty boy.
I bet you don't. As an aside, what is this?
It's a butt plug.
No, it's not. Not boring.
Not with a flipping blunt end like that.
Okay, it's a small butt plug.
candlestick. It's a candlestick. You're the murderer.
This is my police truncheon, or it's for putting fruit into a blender.
Oh, right. Like
Putting fruit into a blender, yeah.
That's a euphemism.
Yeah.
It's a euphemism. We know what that is. Has everybody said who they think it is?
They have. What's this chat saying?
The chat says
They reckon it's Peacock.
They
or
reckon
Ford
it's
Escort.
Peacock.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go first. Does anyone else think it's Peacock? Me and the chat are saying the Peacock. If you think it's Peacock in the game, put your hand up.
Don't we all get a closing statement or something?
Yeah, but let's accuse.
Well, we have to.
And then he can do his closing statement.
Okay, so hang on. So am I accusing him now?
Yeah, go on, accuse him.
I think it's you, Peacock. You piece of trash.
I agree.
Oh, his tash fell off.
Yeah.
Oh!
I am not excuse me, sir. I am not a killer. I am an academic. As much as it would please me to watch that old sycophantic choke to death on my manuscript, I just don't have the I don't know, the conditions for prison. So what was he going to? So what if he wasn't going to publish my novel? I've been reading about self-publishing. Now that sounds like a grand idea.
So what, did he do it or not?
No, he didn't. So
Killcam says, if the person was killed by the candlestick, it could be a butler or the female acting all fancy, because they would be the one to have access to those things. Plus, that means if Dr. Fumble wasn't killer, it could be those two.
Well, I think it's Professor Peacock's turn to chuck the finger.
Go
of
on,
blame
Professor
about.
Peacock. I got it wrong. We got it wrong, guys. Professor Peacock. Jesus.
Yes.
I think it was Dr. Fumble. He's not even a real doctor. So I suggest it was him. It had to be him.
Dr. Fumbles gets 18% of the vote in the poll. Does anybody else here think it's Dr. Fumbles? No. Dr. Fumbles, are you the murderer?
I take my Hippocratic oath seriously to never do harm to anyone, even when they're driving me slowly crazy with their constant demands, and indeed this game. And even when they really deserve to have a bit of harm done. Yes, Lord Heathcliff was trying to get me kicked out of practice, but I had nothing to worry about. I passed that degree fair and square. The second time round, in any case, it wasn't me. So can we hurry this up? Yeah, so I can go and see the body.
Oh, right. Now, who do you think done it, Dr. Fumbles?
I think it's M. Fatale.
Oh.
M. Fatale in the chat doesn't get any votes at all. Isn't even there. So maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hang on a second. View the results. M. Fatale. Nope, nothing. Does anybody else think it's M. Fatale, the lady acting posh? No one else does. M. Fatale, are you the murderer?
Well, I can't believe I'm even having to say this, but I'd never kill my own husband. I mean, surely we have our differences, but newlyweds, I mean, who doesn't? But if you think I was only after him for the money, you would be wrong. I was after his lovely meerkat, the Maltese meerkat. But you see, I'd get my hands on that whether he was dead or alive. So move along, there's nothing to see.
The female acting all fancy was not. And by the way, someone says, Dr. Rose Morgan says, Dr. Fumble is a brilliant actor.
Oh, he is. M. Fatale, point your finger of blame.
I point the finger of blame directly at Ford Escort.
26%, the second most popular in the chat. 26% think it's Ford Escort. Those aren't handcuffs, by the way. Those are ankle cuffs.
Oh my!
I know my gear. Yeah, no. Ford Escort.
Well,
are
it's more
you
classism.
the murderer?
No, it's more classism, isn't it? I didn't kill the alpha, but whoever did done me a favour. I'm just glad I've got out of my contract now and I can go and become a racing driver and get my ass off this gear stick. That's
God, this is awful. Okay, all right.
Who done it, Ford?
Ford, who do you think did it?
Definitely the professor. That's not even a real moustache.
Well, hang on, we just
But
did
you
that.
said
It
he's
wasn't
innocent.
him.
You have to pick someone who's not made their closing statements.
Oh, all right, Jesus. It was you, Senders.
Just because my dad wasn't that pleased to see me, and just because he said some terrible things about my mum being a bearded lady, don't mean I was going to bump him off.
Bump him off?
I just lost my mum, who was prepared to accept all manner of shortcomings, which was exactly what Lord Heathcliff had.
It's all right.
So I didn't kill him, and I'm pretty miffed whoever did.
Oh, that's very convincing, actually.
That's brilliant. That is.
Yeah.
That's good. Well done,
Thank
everybody. Well done. Katherine Boyle, ladies and gentlemen. She is available. When theatres open, she is available.
I'd like to finger the cook.
Okay. Okay. So then, Blanch Batters, did you murder the man? I think it was a man. So long ago now.
Lord Heathcliff.
Did you do the murder?
I thought his lordship and I had an understanding.
Oh.
Sure, I never said it out loud. I could squirrel away a few bits and pieces, and as long as he didn't notice, we were all good. I was wrong. Apparently he did notice, and he fired me. And quite frankly, I'm happy as long as I don't have to go back to jail, because that's where the real criminals are.
Oh.
So you didn't murder him?
No, girlfriend.
Well, then, Sierra Tango, was it you?
Oh, look at oh, no! Look at you! Jesus! Why?
Well, now that I've had all of your cooperation this evening, I have enough information to frame any one of you. I haven't decided who it will be just yet, but somebody will be taking the fall. Suffice to say, as soon as I reported to my supers how I've single-handedly solved this most heinous crime, it'll be bye-bye, Sleepy Village, and hello, Met Police. I'll be back walking the beat in Soho before you know it. If he hadn't have recognised me as the stripper at a bachelor party last month and tried to blackmail me about it, I'd never have had the idea of killing him and using his murder as a way to get my job back. It's funny how things work out. Now, who wants to try on these shiny cufflinks? Don't worry, they'll only be on for 8 to 10 years.
Oh.
So Coded Raving said, I thought there was something funny about her. What a twist, says Gamey Mr. Dan. Mike Drop says Chas Miller. And I've just realised something. Sierra, are you actually in...
That's not a green screen,
That's
is
not
it?
green screen, is it? You're actually there. I mean, like, we are as well, obviously.
Obs. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm
Jeez.
definitely here.
Wow.
Well, it was after it was murder at the manor.
Has he rented a manor?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matty. You did choose the best murderer.
Did,
Kilcam
wow.
says, now I need to ask, and I'm not quite sure how we do this, but Kilcam says, now I need to ask Dr. Fumble why he wants to see the body.
I thought it was all over by the shouting.
It is. It's not written down.
It's
You
not
won't
written
find
down.
the answer in there. We're off map.
Why I wanted to see the body? Well,
Yeah.
because I'm a doctor. God's sakes. Why you keep asking me that?
That's
Did anyone check that he's actually dead?
Well, exactly. Well said.
You lot have, well done, Boyley.
It was a bit crap. It was a bit crap, wasn't it?
Sorry?
No, it weren't crap.
Well done, Catherine. It was all right.
I was all right.
You've seen this show before, right?
Yeah.
It's just production values
All right.
compared to the rubbish we normally churn
So
out.
you don't want to do this again, though.
No, well, let's not get carried away. Let's not get carried away. I think we do the same game with the same murderer next week. Because now we've got it, we know how to do it.
Right.
And we keep doing that one until we get it right. No, I think there is more reading than I thought there was going to be.
Yeah.
I thought there'd be a bit more.
Maybe in future we have fewer characters or something.
We
don't.
We have people that are in this country and can hear us. It would be my thing.
Can I register my opinion?
Yeah, go on.
I thought it was brilliant, Catherine. I had fun, and that's the main thing. You got past the technical difficulties, and Iain was trying to neg you a little bit, but you rose above it. We all had fun. And I think next time, just make sure everyone knows how to use Zoom.
Zoom. Do you know what? A lot of it was Zoom, wasn't it?
Here.
I think as long as you get people who can read and know what numbers are, you'll be fine.
I want more hot bearded men dressed as women.
I'm not
Two tonight.
What about this?
Dave, I'd send you a text. Listen, I think we do something very much like this. I just thought there's a little bit too much reading.
Yeah, there
and not
is.
enough room for.
But actually, as we got used to it, people were adding their own stuff, weren't they?
Yeah,
I
you
think
don't need to read it word for word. You can
I think
take it.
there has to be like an old playground game
Yeah.
where it's a little bit more organic.
Well, like Wink Murder.
Like Wink Murder or something. I don't know what Wink Murder is. But I loved it. I was joshing. I was a little bit pissed off with the technical stuff, but I get pissed off with the technical stuff. But that's my thing. I was joshing when I was arguing with you. I was genuinely getting frustrated with the technical stuff because that's what I do.
Yeah.
Because it's beyond my knowledge and I'm really stretched there. But I thought it was fun. Are you having a moment?
No.
Don't have a moment. This was fun, man.
I'm having a moment. I just want to check that it wasn't really boring.
Look how fit everybody looks. What a sexy ensemble.
Totally.
No.
Well, thank you for everyone for joining.
Here's everyone that took part. We are going to put you in touch with Scott Balcony, and we're going to send you a free TLNA t-shirt to say thank you. And that includes Max, and that includes Katia.
Yeah.
We've got your emails. It won't be tomorrow, and it may not be Friday, but I'll do it over the weekend if I don't do it Friday, or maybe you can do it tomorrow or Friday. So everyone that took part, you're going to get a free piece of merch from Scott. So we're going to put you in touch with Scott so you can choose your design and you can choose your size. And thank you to Richard Gregorian for that, because he's kind of put the money in the pot. Thank you so much. Look at you lot. Look at you lot dressing up. We're going to say goodbye to you one by one, but you're going to get the spotlight treatment. Look, I mean, come on, ladies and gentlemen. The Professor. And now I'm going to shoot him. Hang on. I don't know how you... Oh, I can't do it.
There we go.
He's gone. I can do it. There we go. He's gone. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause for Ford Escort.
On that gear stick all night.
All night, my goodness gracious me. Thank you. Shoot him, Katherine. Boom, gone. The good doctor.
Oh,
well
what
done,
a
Alistair. Here we go. That's a terrifying image.
Oh,
absolutely terrifying. He is gone. Blanch Batters.
I think I might strangle Blanche.
Oh God, really?
Yeah.
Well done. What the hell?
Wow.
You mean I just... well.
Plot twist.
Well, it doesn't matter. Fatale looking absolutely glamorous.
But that gin you've been drinking all night is poisoned.
Thank you for being such a good sport. And ladies and gentlemen, the star
outrageous
of the... Why can't I make them big? Hang on. There we go. The star. It's Sierra Tango, the murderer. Well played. You fooled everybody.
Send her down.
You fooled everybody. I think she'll go voluntarily. Thank you. That was good, man. I mean, it was a mess, but...
Of course it was.
Everything we do is a mess. This is what we is.
Thanks.
I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to open the phone lines for... We'll have to do about another 35 minutes or so of show before we finish a little bit early on Wednesdays.
Should we do a quick sponsor?
Let's do that. Max and Katia, thank you for your patience. And I know that when you were on the Skype, you couldn't hear what was going on. So thank you. RG Thorpe, thank you for the sub. Let's do it.
JPU Records, brilliant. I bet you haven't got this Christmas album, have you? No, because it's in Japanese, but it's so cool. If you use the code TLNA, you'll get 10% off everything on that website.
It's a good website. Japanese music imported so that you're not paying crazy import charges, and a lot of it is repackaged specifically for the UK market. So there's a lot of English liner notes and English lyrics and stuff like that for their stuff. We'll play some of the Christmas record tomorrow. It is a joy. It is a joy, and it's out now because we were talking about it last week and it wasn't available, but it, it wasn't in the UK. It's out, so if you order it now, there's a good chance you might get it by the weekend, I think, although the post is a little bit dicky, so you should hopefully have it by early next week. $9.99, 10% discount with the TLNA code, and that applies to everything on the JPU website. Can we get a shout out for the sponsors, please? Can we get a shout out for the sponsors? Abbey Care. If you think you can see, here's a test to test whether you're an addict, and it's really, really simple. If you can see two Katherines now, you're an addict, and you need this. You need this. Oh, my hair's like Kenny Rogers in The Gambler. I need a little string tie. I'm going to get a string tie. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wear a string tie and be a cowboy. If you can see two Katherines, you are screwed. All right? abbeycare.co.uk. Specialist addictions recovery clinics. This ain't no fly-by-night place. This is a really classy place. It's not cheap, but it's a really good deal. And you go there. The rooms are wonderful. The food is wonderful, but more importantly, the treatment is wonderful. You get medical treatment. You get counselling. You get group therapy. You get to see a psychiatrist. You get all of this stuff, and it's That's all you're doing there for the 2 or 4 weeks that you're there is looking at getting you clean and looking at why you use, why you gamble, why you have problems eating, why you have problems with alcohol, why you have problems with sex. And it looks at it and it really kind of, you get straight in there and you get deep in there. It's not easy work, but it's simple work. Think about that, because it does make sense in some kind of crazy way. Katherine!
Poseidon Safety Management, they've been making Devon and Cornwall safer places for ages, and they do it with the help of very, very, very pointy dogs and very tough guys and girls who patrol on foot and also in vehicles. If you're thinking about security and you're in Devon and Cornwall, have a chat to these guys because they know their stuff.
And Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors, thank you, Richard, for your support. It means so much to us. I think you're in the chat now. It's a joy to have you on board. We are so lucky. And the T-shirts that the suspects will be getting, it's paid for by him. And also, and we haven't talked about this, but I think we should do this. I was just thinking Matty did a brilliant job tonight. In fact, all of our mods do a brilliant job. So mods, can you, I'm speaking to you on Twitter. If I ever get back on Twitter, Jesus, the thing, we're going to get, we'll put you in touch with Scott and you can all choose a T-shirt from the TLNA range for free and get that sent out to you because you've done a brilliant, brilliant job and we love it. And Matty, thank you for tonight. You chose perfectly and you mods are superb. I was going to say I can just do it on Twitter, but I'm locked out. I've been locked out since Saturday. I'm getting no traction from the Twitch. But we will sort that out and hopefully we can sort that out before Christmas as well. So thank you, mods. Thank you, mods.
That was fun.
If you are a sub, hopefully you won't see these adverts I'm going to play. If you don't want to see these adverts, sub. Because we've got to do that, because this is our job. Lance says his work account has gone Twitter impossible to deal with. I'm just getting nothing. I'm locked out because I changed my phone number and then I tried to change something. It said, oh, we'll send a code to your old phone number. And I'm like, I don't have the old... I don't have the old phone number. So you then send off, you then say, I'm trouble logging in. It takes you to a page and you register your situation. They email back an auto email saying, try this, and this. If it's still not working, reply to this email and we'll be with you in a couple of days. That was Saturday night. I mean, I'm not missing out on anything. I'm feeling much better for not having Twitch. Yeah. There is part of me that feels I'm missing out on something, but logically I know I'm not. But there's a part of me that feels I'm missing out, but I'm being so much more productive. I made videos about my cats and trails for the week. So I'm having... I wonder... Was Katherine not logged in at one point? No, not for quite a while to my Twitter. It's fine. Part of me thinks I'm missing out on something that doesn't... Well, I feel like I'm missing out, right? But I know I'm missing out on something that doesn't actually exist. I'm missing out on something that's imagined. But then there is also a part of me that thinks, I wonder if if we're losing out on bums on seats because of Twitter. I don't have the numbers up now. Let's have a little look at the numbers. 667. So it's what, 100, 150 lower than it normally would be. But that's maybe because that wasn't for everyone's cup of tea. I don't know. I'm starting to think, and it scares me to think, that I've wasted the last 10 years on Twitter and actually it adds nothing. Need it. Actually, it adds nothing.
Didn't you speak to a comedian who said it didn't make any difference to their
Jimmy
sales?
Carr, I'm talking to Paul Garner about it, and he said, and this was a few years ago, that Jimmy Carr said that when he tweets ticket links, it has no effect on sales. I think it's slightly different for us.
Yeah.
It does do the automated tweets, Matty. You're right. So if a new video gets uploaded, it does that. So that's cool. But it means I can't tweet anything, which means all I would do. One of the things I found out about Twitter is I would go and look at the news stories, and they were nearly all designed to get me angry.
To provoke, yeah.
There were very few that made me feel better. They were nearly all about Lawrence Fox. And I've got this real irrational... Well, it's not... I've got a rational dislike of him, but it actually becomes an irrational anger. I don't know the guy. There is a chance I could end up on a show with him, but I would probably refuse to do it. But he has no real direct impact on my life.
Here's the process.
Yeah.
You see one of his tweets, and it would appear from what you're seeing in the news feed that everyone's up in arms about it. You click on his tweet and you look at the comments, and you see loads of people agreeing with him, and you get increasingly more and more annoyed because you read their stuff, and his appears moderate compared to what other people are saying. So yeah, it's all designed to keep you on there as long as possible, because at the end of the day, it's about advertising.
So maybe, and so of course, when we do this show, it tweets that we're doing this show, does it? In that case, it's not. I don't need to be on Twitter. Wow. Have you seen? I've started replying to a couple of things from the Rabbit Hole Twitter feed. Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny? Don't need to be on Twitter, which is a great revelation.
Yeah.
Thank you. I did a Daytime Friends today. Daytime Friends with Iain Lee. And I've come to a realisation of how it's going to work for the Patreon, in as much as, so I do an hour, 2 hours, whatever feels comfortable of this daytime phone-in that's a little bit more chilled than this. When I say chilled, I mean slightly less frantic.
Mm-hmm.
And I have been uploading the audio to my patrons and the video to YouTube. And then several people suggested, well, why don't you make the video exclusive for a bit for the patrons? So today I uploaded the video to Patreon. I've deleted it from Twitch, and I wrote in the thing, here's the audio before it, and you've got it a few weeks before it goes on my public feed. Here's the video, and you've got it a few weeks before it goes on YouTube. And then I thought, the video doesn't need to go on YouTube.
No.
So the video is going to be exclusive to the patrons. It'll happen on here. As soon as I've done this, I'm downloading it and deleting it from Twitch. And then I thought, well, maybe the audio can be exclusive as well. Maybe the audio doesn't need to go on a Twitter, or it doesn't need to go on a feed.
Well, either that or you stagger it.
Well, I have been staggering it so it's been about 10 weeks between it going to the patrons and not, and then going. These are noise cancelling, so I can't really hear myself. So I've been staggering it for about 10 weeks. But maybe it doesn't need to go on that separate feed. Maybe it should just be for the patrons while I'm doing Patreon. Then when I stop it, then I can release everything. If I stop Patreon, then I can release everything. To give it that exclusivity.
Yeah, I do think if people are giving you money, then they should feel like they're getting something no one else is.
Okay, well then that's that decision made. There are a few Daytime Friends that are on my separate feed, but I will not. Thank you, Jim, but I'm not going to put them on there. I'm just going to, from now on, I'm going to record the Daytime Friends. Sorry, I don't need to. Daytime Friends with Iain Lee on here.
Yeah.
Download it, delete it from here. Upload the audio and the video, two separate things, to Patreon. That's where it stays. That's the only place you can get it.
Yeah.
Until Patreon collapses, and then I release it out to the wild.
Well, it's still yours, isn't
Exclusive. It is. That is it. That is what's happening. And I'm going to record more music pods. So, to be honest, as a Patreon person, I'm happy to give it out for all after a short while. The way those who cannot afford it can still enjoy it. Oh, maybe I'll just release it to everyone. No, I don't. No.
Well, they already get quite a lot.
They already get quite a lot. So, no, I think I'm going to make it exclusive. Let me try it for a few months, because the Patreon's very funny. It goes up and down, up and down, 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 up and down, up and down, 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 down. So maybe, I don't know. I woke up this morning thinking I was going to cancel Patreon because it had gone down a bit. And today I'm now making it more exclusive. Who knows?
Who knows? You need to have a clear idea of what it is as opposed to everything else.
Who's Rose? That was amazing. Katherine is such a fantastic actress.
Oh, thank you.
Rose is crazy. Rose is crazy. Morgan of Doom, thank you for the sub. There was a Daytime Friends. The VOD has been deleted, bestie. This is what I'm saying. So I will do them, and if you can catch them live, you can watch them on here live for free. But once it's done, it's getting deleted, and it will be shared with the patrons. There we go. Let's see how that goes for a month or so.
That's an idea, isn't it?
We'll see how that goes. 0203 286 6370 is a telephone number if you want to give us a call. New to this says, if you pay for something, you deserve something. Very wise words. Very, very wise words.
Does that mean that if you don't pay for something, you deserve nothing?
Rose, what is Rose sending us?
Rose is crazy. Oh, she's got her head
Rose is in a
a wine box.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Okay, Rose is. Let's just, for you guys want to see that. Rose is. Love grows where my rosemary goes, and nobody knows but me. I found a good song by Hot Chocolate today, and I hate Hot Chocolate.
Well, you thought you did. Turns out you just not heard the right songs.
Go and have a look, Beth. Here's the Patreon link. www.patreon.com/Iain Lee. Go and have a little look. Different tiers. Some great stuff there. There is... I had a really good song by Hot Chocolate today. Almost could have been a lady or something. I quite liked it. And I don't like Hot Chocolate. I think they're a terrible, terrible band. One of the worst bands.
But is it because we've heard too many... No. No? Okay.
Don't remember me, do you?
Yeah.
I'm shattered, man. That was good. I don't know if I'd enjoy it if I was around at someone's house.
Yes, I know. Well, people are usually drunk, aren't they?
This is what was missing. A cheese board.
Well.
A cheese board and coffee. That's what was missing.
Well, next time.
That's what was missing.
Do we do it next time? I don't know.
I don't think we do that.
Yeah,
I think we
too
do.
organised.
It felt a little bit too constrictive. But I enjoyed it. That's not me saying I didn't enjoy it.
No, it's fine.
I love the dressing up. You're well into the dressing up at the moment.
Yeah.
I love the
boring,
dressing
isn't
up.
it? Well, I don't go anywhere.
I love the dressing up. Friday, we as well. Friday we got this. All rise for Judge Boyle's Judgment Day.
Ladies and gentlemen, the court is now in session.
So we got Friday. We got that, but we would also, as well as coming from a courtroom, we would also like to part of the show. We would like to come from your house.
Yeah, obviously while abiding by lockdowns, etc. So how do we do it? Well, quite simply, you send us a photo of your room.
This way, with the long ways, horizontal.
Landscape.
Thank you. Send us a paranormal picture of your house. It can be indoors, it can be the garden, it can be the lavvy, anywhere. High quality. That way along, like a chocolate box, like a galaxy bar, that kind of thing.
Landscape, yeah.
And send landscape if you want it to be outside. And send it to us, and using the latest in CGI technology, we'll be presenting the show COVID safe.
Yeah.
From there. There's the email address. Send it, and we will be doing that on Friday. Tomorrow, it's that silly quiz. It's that silly.
Is it Thursday already tomorrow?
Yeah, College Day tomorrow. Two more days this term. Everyone's getting a little bit worried at college. I'm getting a little bit worried at college.
Have you got to do an exam or something?
No, we ain't got to do no exam. Well, maybe. But because it's not an accredited course. So everybody else that's doing a counselling course, I know a couple of people in recovery that are doing it, and they're on like their level 2 or their level 4, level 6. This doesn't have levels.
Right.
Because it's not accredited, right? And so it's just been kind of bubbling a little bit. So today I was like, today I emailed Annabelle Giles, who recommended this course. Because I'm enjoying it, and I'm just worried about this. And at the end of the email, I had the answer, of course. Oh, sod it, I'm going to email them. I'll email the people that were in charge. So I emailed them, and they said, we can talk about it tomorrow, but don't worry. You will have to do an exam at the end that is separate from us, but we will mentor you for the exam.
You'll be ready.
And you will be ready. I mean, I could set up a private practice now. Right? It would be unethical, but I could do it now. But if I wanted, for example, to go and work in the NHS or an agency or something, I would need a qualification. But they've put my mind at ease. Well, they haven't put my mind at ease. They've explained it, but of course I'm still thinking, because I picked a shorter course and a cheaper course.
Yeah.
And it's shorter and cheaper because it's not accredited.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean it's not a good course. It's a great course.
So how many terms are there?
5.
Right, and you're finishing 1.
Term 1 is coming to an end. 2 weeks. Next week.
Gosh.
And that. There she goes.
Do you feel you're different from how you were when you started it?
I'm very. You've noticed it.
I think you are.
You've noticed it. You've noticed it. But it's because I don't know if I'm going to do this as a job. I don't know how I'd do it as a job.
Do you remember that Vonnegut quote we looked at the other day?
Hold on to your hat. It's going to get windy and we don't know where we're going to wind up.
It was something about, you've got to realise that you don't have to be doing something. You don't just have to do something to win at it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the experience of doing it, the process. It's not necessarily even about the result.
Yeah. Can I read you the hat quote?
Go on.
What is it? Is this it? I love Vonnegut. And this isn't it, but I love his quotes. I urge you to please notice when you are happy and exclaim or murmur or think at some point, if this isn't nice, I don't know what is. I love it. But no, where's Vonnegut? Hold on to your hat. It's such a good quote. It's I'll keep keep your hat on. We may end up miles from here. It's kind of what I think his it's the punchline to an old blue joke, and it's about having sex. Keep your hat on. We may end up miles from here. But also it's about life.
Right.
Keep your hat on. We may end up miles from here. I love Kurt Vonnegut so much. I almost interviewed him. We didn't almost interview him. I made contact with him when I was at LBC, and his lawyer, who I think was dealing with his stuff, said, Kurt is really grateful that you've asked to interview him, but he feels he has nothing more to say.
Oh.
Wish I'd kept that email, man. Wish I'd kept that email. Anyway, so I don't know. Just checked out Lawrence Fox. He sounds suitable. Yeah. He's not even talking about that guy. So tomorrow is that silly quiz that we do. Now, you guys are brilliant when it comes to that. And if you want to dress up, feel free. We like the dressing up box now. A couple of, I think it's evolving and we're refining it.
Yeah, for sure. Because at first it was just people coming in with like 20 questions, weren't they? Literally 20 questions.
And we were grateful for that. But now I think we've got to a stage where we will not be accepting any more than 2 just straight quizzes. Straight quizzes where we like 8 to 10 questions with a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
But if a third person phones up and says, I've got a quiz with 8 questions, we will say, I'm really sorry, thank you, but we're not. So maximum of 2. Because they are great, I just wonder how much fun it is to view.
Well, and also we ended up turning a lot of people away.
Yeah.
And
Kate was great last night. Kate did the pairs.
Yeah, we played cards.
Stuff like that. Now that was good production values, okay? Can I have a link to your Discord? I don't have a Discord. Taskmaster, you can challenges. Yes. Challenges. Connect 4. Patience. Pairs. This kind of stuff, right? That just, we had a few weeks ago. I'm not going to single him out. Actually, but we had some quizzes and some people kind of got visibly upset when we said we're not doing all of this. We're just going to do a bit of it.
Yeah.
So I think
we were up for playing hide and seek.
All of this stuff. Think outside the box.
Mm-hmm.
Box. We've got green screen at our disposal. We don't want too many technical stuff. We will have no more than 2 quizzes I've got 8 questions for you. It's great. Thank you, but just a little bit different.
Yeah.
Do you understand what we're saying? Chat, I hope hope no one's sat there going, oh God, they hated what I did.
No.
Au contraire.
No, we're just trying to refine it down so we can get as many people in as possible, really.
Yeah, and
a bit of variety.
And I think imaginations are now really starting to take off. Kate's stuff was great.
So good.
Crack or Crease was just within the TOS. The Connect 4 that we played.
With Foggy.
Honestly, my favourite game is Gatford's Fridge. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's Gatford's Fridge is my favourite game. And I love it because it's so dumb and it's so simple and it's
so frustrating.
It's so frustrating and he cheats like an absolute bastard. But it's... Dave, your music quiz has been brilliant. I'm out of music type quizzes, so I need to find something different. Have a think. Yours have been top-notch every single time. See, what you're doing is not a quiz. I've got 6 questions. It's a game.
Yeah, it's
a
guessing, really, isn't it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
It is.
I'm not.
Higher and lower. Yeah, it's having a guess. Because some things...
It's knowledge.
Some things you would think were more popular than they actually are.
It's knowledge. Gatford says the fridge will return tomorrow. So just have a little think. Games. Have a look around you. Have you got... What is there an element you could take from a board game that we could do in like a little 5-minute thing? We don't want it too long. Noughts and crosses we have. There's all this stuff, man. There's all this stuff. Game of Yahtzee.
Yeah.
Boggle. There's all this stuff that's out there. So just think, and we love it. And if failing that, I've still got Every Second Counts.
I've got
game.
Mr. and Mrs.
Well, then we got
a showman.
We got a show.
We got a show.
We
and
got
then
a show.
on the Friday, of course, if you're unfortunate enough to be a dick in the chat, silly enough to be a dick in the chat, you can appeal your ban. An unban request comes through to us, and we consider them all on Fridays. We have a special courtroom, and everyone is dealt with harshly but fairly.
Oh, look, I can get rid of the chat. Look.
Oh, interesting.
I just cleared the chat. Isn't that funny? I can see the unbound. We've got 7 unbound requests. Look.
Oh, I don't want to see them.
No. I didn't know I could do that in Streamlabs. Okay, that's good.
Wow, okay.
That is my dishwasher, Scoobs. Yeah, it's my dishwasher that's going on. I cleared the chat, Gatters. Turns out I can do it. I didn't realise I had that. I'm loving my hair. I'm not going to get it cut. I'm going to grow it. I want a little bit of length at the back.
Mm-hmm.
Steady. Do I talk too much in these shows?
No.
Did you feel that I put you down during the game?
No, I was getting frustrated because I was aware that it was my idea and I didn't want it to be crap,
And what if it were crap?
Well, I know that we try things out and some things work and some things don't. But you know what I'm like. I'm a school swot. I try and get things right.
But what if it was crap? What would happen?
I think the fundamental thing is I don't want people to think, oh, God, Kath, not one of your ideas again. That's what it is.
Well, hang on. One of your ideas... Well, hang on a minute. Your 2 other ideas that spring to mind, Judgment Day and Changing Rooms.
Yeah.
2 of the biggest hits on the stream.
Yeah, I know.
But also if this were...
But still...
Isn't it, though? Isn't
Yeah.
it? It's funny.
It's the same thing that, you're talking to a room full of people and everyone can be smiling at you apart from one person. That's the one person you want to smile.
Do you still think... We can say stuff that we've said. I think I can say this. I don't think this will embarrass you. I'm not saying this to embarrass you. Do you still think the majority of people are here because of me?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's something.
I do. Of course I do. But, once they come, I hope that they'll see that it's you and me.
Isn't that something? Because, yes, the jungle is a shorthand.
Mm-hmm.
And I think new people that we may have got since we started here in July the 20th, I think it was, I think we would have got some new people because they go, oh, there's that guy from the jungle. I wondered what happened to him. All right, we'll have that.
Yeah.
And there may be some people scrolling through Twitch who go, oh, it's the guy from the jungle. But I know that the majority of people, fuck off, is it 50-50 Daddy Bear Cub? Delete that. Joking. I think the majority of people that are regulars see it as a team.
Yeah, I do as well. I'm not saying this because I want people to feel sorry
And
for
I'm not
me.
saying it to make...
No, I don't. It's not that at all. I recognise the fact, having worked with you for, 8 years now, is that you're the name people recognise and you're the reason people might give something like this, which is kind of an unknown quantity, a chance. But hopefully once they get in, I don't put them off. And I might add something to it. I think I do.
Daddy Bear Cub, it's 100-100. That's better. And then came for Iain, stayed for Kath. There we go.
That'll do.
Well, that's rude to me. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. And I'm not saying that. I hope you don't think I'm saying that to embarrass you.
I'm not embarrassed.
Or to engender sympathy. I was doing it because it seemed to fit in with the conversation that we were having.
I don't think I don't understand what it's like to be you. But I've been around you long enough to know that, it's the same thing as the reason why I don't feel hurt when people come up to us in restaurants and they want a picture with you and they don't speak to me. I get it.
Yeah, it's there is.
I don't take it personally. It's that
cachet because I was on a very silly TV show.
Yeah. So it's just part of that, really. But I'm not upset about it.
Jimbo.
Good evening.
Good evening, Jimbo.
If Katherine wants to see how much of a team it is, she just needs to go to all of the streams where you were doing it on your own before it was announced, before all the contracts were finalised, and see how much of the time you had to spend saying, no, Katherine can't join me, no, Katherine can't join me.
What's a lot of
Everybody was
that?
asking.
Do you remember that?
constant. It was constant.
Yeah.
And anybody that had listened to you at 3 Counties and the other place saw you as a team. I know me and Jenna did.
Thank you, man.
Thanks. Thank
No
you.
worries.
That was torture not being able to say, I am going to be on it.
Yeah.
We all knew.
You all knew I'm up to... Here's the thing, right? And just you lot that are here tonight, here's the thing. You know something's up if I'm not talking on Twitter. If I go quiet, it's because I'm hatching.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Jimbo.
Plus, there was a twinkle in Ian's eye. Gave it away.
There's always a twinkle in his eye, old pervert.
Are you feeling better than you were the other day? Shut up, you. Are you feeling better?
Yeah, it's all a bit frantic at the moment for me and Jen, for the reasons that I can't talk about, but a little bit, yeah. Okay. I'll tell you what really helped, actually. The guided meditation on Tuesday was brilliant. Lemons was amazing. Great. It's really good.
Yeah, it was good.
Was great. She was absolutely brilliant. I have to do it at the weekend now, get the video and send it to her. She was brilliant. Thank you, Jimbo. Always nice to hear from you.
No worries. Have a good one.
Cheers. Tutty bye. Lance makes a good point. It's, we have talked about this, that it's twitch.tv/Iain Lee. And I don't think you can change. I don't know if you can. I've not really looked at it. I don't think you can change, but I could be massively wrong on that. And we did. There's no point in setting up another channel. That would be insanity. And twitch.tv/TLNA, again, I think it doesn't necessarily mean anything.
I'm cool with it. This works.
Yeah. If someone sees the name, I'm happy to get people to come in here because they recognise the name, and then they'll see this and they'll come.
Yeah.
So you can change it. Oh God. Well.
No, I don't think you need to. I think it's fine, honestly.
Yeah. It's a tough one. That's down to marketing. Marketing. But I'm sorry if, because I was getting snappy earlier. It was purely the technicals, because I was getting so frustrated not with Max and Katya. I was just getting frustrated with Zoom and with Skype. Part of it was pantomime when Katya said, "Oh, I've got Skype," and that was a pantomime stuff. And also, I'm always a bit embarrassed when I come on here and Zoom is set up for me to do an NA meeting, and it's not set up to do the show, and I always feel a bit embarrassed because I've been in an NA meeting. So that's my head. So I did a really nice meeting today. It was 5:14, and my sponsor has asked me to write down some stuff that causes me great shame. And so I was writing this down, and I thought, I feel terrible. So I went onto this virtual NA thing. 5:14, a meeting had started at 10 minutes past 5. What are the chances? They all start on the hour.
Perfect.
So I popped into that. It was wonderful.
That's when it's meant to be, isn't it?
Yeah. Gafford!
I spent more money on cat stuff. Does that count?
On cat stuff, what?
Well, Etsy and stuff like that. So even though I was first a fan of yours, I've actually given more money to Cat. So does that kind of balance it out?
It doesn't really. That's actually quite. Yeah, that's actually quite unpleasant.
Well, I mean, I've given.
Rude.
I mean, I've come to shows and bought
Backtracking.
T-shirts.
Guy's a piece of
shit.
What he's one of my best customers. You be careful.
I spent more in Cat in 2020. What does that say?
Yeah.
It says you got the lockdown hots for Kathy B.
Nah, it's because I turn out excellent prints and paintings.
Oh, I heard a good Prince song tonight. Chocolate Starfish or something.
Was that before he found God?
Chocolate Starfish and Tangerines or something.
He cleaned his act up, didn't he?
From my Biscuit, wasn't it?
No, from my Spotify playlist. Why did you eat the strawberries and cream? Because they were nice. They were there. They were there. Yeah, that's a good idea, Matty. I'm going to rebrand the Iain Lee Vault. It's not all about Katherine. Now, where's this, guys?
It's all about me.
Starfish and coffee. That's it.
Well, okay. Well, it's nothing to do with chocolate starfishes.
Well, I imagined it. Chocolate. It's a good song. It's like a pop song.
Well, he did lots of pop songs.
Spotify did a thing today. I haven't checked it out, but they sent me a thing that says, "Here's your playlist of 2020." By the way, I don't know if you've got that.
They sent it to me as well.
What, my playlist?
Yeah, they did, and you listened to some absolute crap. No, some of that Christian rock really does rock.
Yeah.
Let me find. Oh, by the way, lockdown's over. You know what am I doing on Saturday, Gatford? Lockdown. I've got my kids. Where am I going on Saturday if lockdown's over?
Nando's.
No, but we go.
You're ruling it out, though.
Katherine and I are going to go for either a Nando's or a Wagamama's because they're next door to each other, whichever has the shortest queue, for our works Christmas party maybe next week.
Nice.
Yeah. Christmas.
Cinema? No, you can't go to the cinema.
Well, no, you can. So Sunday I'm going to the cinema because they're showing Home Alone for a £5.
Beautiful.
So I'm going to go. Go on.
I've just purchased my nephew the Filthy Animals T-shirt.
Oh, I've got one of those.
My
Christmas, you filthy
boys
animal.
love Home Alone, and I said, should we go and see it at the cinema? I said, let's go and do that. We had a choice of going out for a roast dinner or go and see Home Alone. They wanted that. No, Saturday, we're going to an escape room, of course, guys.
Still don't see the effect of those. I'm still not impressed.
You don't see the effect of those, Gatford? Well, there's no effect of those. You said you said effect, Gatford.
I said effect. I said the wrong thing.
Get out of here, piece of trash.
Smigunk in chat says, I don't think you would have eaten the strawberries if it wasn't for the influence of the boxer.
Here's the thing. I've told you, everyone, this so many times. I planted the seed in Amir's head as we were going out for the challenge. As we were walking, there weren't many times when you're not being filmed, right? But the times you were quite often filmed walking from the camp to the challenge, but there were times when they would drop the camera. They'd film me on that bloody rope bridge all the time, which I hated. I hated the rope bridge. But there were times they weren't filming you. So I kind of had a seed planted in my head. And so I said to Amir, and no one saw this. Wouldn't it be amazing, right, if they're taking us out and we get there and there's a roast dinner, right? And they say to us, you guys can eat the roast dinner now and the campmates don't know anything about it, or you can turn down the roast dinner and everybody gets a meal. And I said, wouldn't it be funny if we ate the roast dinner? If they gave us a meal in the forest and the jungle, and we ate it, and the others didn't know about it, and they lost out because of it. And he was pissing himself. And so we're talking about that for a few minutes, and then I let it go. And I thought, I wonder if this seed will take. And then we came back, and I may have mentioned the strawberries first when we weren't being filmed. I may have linked it back to the conversation earlier, and then the crew... Anyway, it doesn't matter. It was me.
You watched that show, right? And you haven't seen it, but I've seen it. Amir goes whichever way the strongest wind blows, right? So in that particular occasion... Yeah, in that particular occasion, Iain had a good idea and he thought it would be funny. The rest of the time, he's sucking up to the bully boys because they seem to be the dominant figures. He's like second bandit in a flipping Mexican cowboy movie. Yes, boss.
Okay, so
do as he's told.
Here's my top 20 songs of 2020. Number 1. Oh, okay. Let's do the top. What? Hang on. Let's do the. This is great. So let's go to the top 10. We want to.
All
so
right.
Number 10. This is going to surprise some of you. Here we go. I think I can play like a snatch of these without getting into too much trouble. All right. So these are my Spotify things. Here we go. Number 10. Physical by Dua Lipa.
He's into Dua Lipa.
I love Dua Lipa. I have problems with Dua Lipa, but number 9.
There we go.
Number 8. Jump in.
Kids found it hilarious, right?
No, they like it. Yummy by Justin Bieber. That's awful. These are my top 20 that I've played.
That song
on
makes
Spotify.
my ovaries shrivel.
Here we go. So that's Yummy by Justin Bieber. Number 7. Last Train to Clarksville by the Monkees. Number 6. What a song. What a song. Only found this year. Someone Who's Cool by Odds.
It's such a good song.
Got to get Craig on the show. Here we go. Number 5. And I played this a lot because I was learning it on the, not the bouzouki, mandolin.
Oh.
There we go.
I didn't know that's what this was called.
It's a great song. Number 4.
Okay.
Off of the ground.
Running back though, only cause I pay up.
Roxanne. Now, number 3 is because I bet my boys £10. I said, if you learn this, I'll give you £10 each.
You still got that 20 quid in your pocket, haven't you?
No, I gave it to them.
Did you?
I gave it to them. We went out for a walk during lockdown when we were allowed out for an hour, and I got lost.
Mhm.
And we were out for about 3 hours, and we got lost terribly. It was awful. So I kind of had to. They sort of half did it, but this. Here we go. Here we go. You know this. Yo, there we go. Excuse me. Yo, it's the Hyperman set. AJ Tracy live and direct. DJ mash up the deck. The Hyperman set. The guy and direct. Say yo, it's the Hyperman set. AJ Tracy live and direct. DJ mash up the set. The microphone set. The microphone set. Bubble. Can't do that. Cruising on 4-wheel drive and that. Everything's only fine and that. I said bubble. Vibes and that. Cruising in my 4-wheel drive and that. Because AJD's and the mic and that. There we go. I wasn't taking the bet, and I can still do it.
And they knew you were doing that, didn't they? Because was it AJ Tracy or was the other guy who got in touch on Twitter?
It wasn't AJ Tracy. I would love AJ Tracy to get in trouble. Here we go.
Long blue hair, blue as a bruise. Only trust a fella for some light amusement. I'm no prey, but I am pursued.
Never heard that song in my life.
No.
And my number one song
This
of
one I can
2020, and this is because we played this on that 3-hour trek. Was this? Here we go.
Tastes like
Strawberries. On a summer evening. There we go, yeah. And the town is feeling fine. Well, then where is can you guess what number? Oh, Michael and the Magic Tree isn't there, which makes me think we were listening to it on YouTube. We must have been Slippertree. We must have been listening to it on YouTube then, because that is not there. That's not there. That's a shame. Okay. That's a shame.
If it had been on Spotify, that would have been right. That would have been in your top 10.
That would have been it, man. French Kisses. Oh, where's French Kisses?
Kisses.
That's because of Talk Radio that we got. Where's French Kisses? It's not in the. A lot of Paul McCartney going on there. Funky But Chic by David Johansen is a great song. Dig Live by The Who. French Kisses. Maybe I was doing that on YouTube a lot. Must have been, yeah. We're Going to Change the World by Matt Monro is number 11. So, number 11, Matt Monro. Number 10, Dua Lipa. Number 9, Cass Elliot. Now, that is a playlist, right? That's a freaking playlist, man. That's a freaking playlist. Get me, boy. You know what? I think our work here is done.
Yeah. Let's go. I've got dusting to do.
We finish a little bit earlier because on a Wednesday, because I got college, I got a 2-hour drive to college. I think my beard and my hair are looking magnificent at the moment.
Well
I really
done.
do.
Well done. I know you've been working on those.
I really do. And I'm going to start wearing waistcoats more. I was thinking about it, but but I like them.
It's working, isn't it?
I like them, but there's baggage that comes with them.
What, John Virgo?
Well, just people think you look like a twat, but I don't care what people think.
Exactly.
I like it. I'm wearing this, and I'm going to get some nice, not like wacky waistcoats, just some nice waistcoats. Fat Joe says, where do you go to college? In your mum's house. Oh, my God. Let's do a raid.
Yeah,
let's do a raid. Let's do it. I enjoyed that. That was good tonight.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Someone has sent us.
Should we try it?
Let's try this.
You know, we said we'd do the show from your house virtually. Well, Gaz has sent us a prospective background. I wonder if
we can do it. Well, no, hang on a minute. Thank you, Gary. We're going to add it now. Let's see if we can. Let's just move over. I tell you what. Oh no, I can't do that. So I have to. Okay, I was going to play a little film, but I can't. So this is Gary's house. So we're going to. Well, if this works, Gary, we're coming from your house on Friday, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
My friend.
Or tomorrow. Friday's courtroom.
No, but Friday we're not going to be in the courtroom the whole night.
Okay,
we're going to be, but we can do the. Well, no, I like the room. I like the room on a Thursday. I like being able. It's very claustrophobic.
All right.
Gary's house is smaller than it looks.
Well, plus there's that dog there. Isn't
Where would that have gone? Downloads.
Yeah.
Gary's house. Hang on a minute. There we go. So we just put that down there. There we go. Hang on. Gary's house. Make it a little bit smaller. Gary's. I don't want to go to Gary's house. Hang on, Gary. If I click on it, transform. So we come in. I'll play around with the green screen a little bit. We'll come from your house on Friday. What happened at the end of last night's stream, Siddiq? We finished the show in a slightly different way, and loads of people got upset about it.
Well
done, Lance. Thank you.
We like to keep you on your toes. So just when you think you know what this show is, you don't.
Can I actually let's do this now. Let's do this green screen now, because it's. I don't think it changes. It doesn't change. Right, it does change it there. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Oh, there we go. So we want to get. There we go. Then we go transparent. So we just want to get that balance. It's because it's not lit very well. And we just kind of pop off. Hello, can we come back?
Ooh.
I mean, that makes us black and white. I like the black and white, actually.
We could do the olden days one day, couldn't we?
We could definitely do the olden days. No. Cut your cheeks there when I do that. I don't know what colours. I don't know what colour's real now. There we go. That's better. Brightness. All right. So that doesn't do anything. I mean, that's kind of the gamma. You got to do the gamma. That's kind of better. It's that, isn't it? It's just getting that balance. There we go. That's good. That's good. Although I've made us go really pale.
Oh, really grey.
Which one?
But that is my natural colour. I virtually see through.
That's black and white. So we go that way. We go a bit. That's better, isn't it? There we go. That's it. All right. Well, we got it wasn't Gary, was it?
Can make it a bit see-through, and we could do ghost stories.
We could do ghost stories, but people get upset when we do ghost stories.
Wow.
Gary,
good.
Gaz the Saddler, we're coming from your house. I hope you're not a killer or anything. It would be awful if,
I don't think that dog would be that relaxed if he was a killer.
Okay, so that's what is happening. If we do it on Friday as well, I'll have the bigger green screen out. It gives us a little bit more. That dog, let me see if I can wake it up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Dog's not waking up.
No.
All right, well, that's that sorted. Let's go and do a
raid.
I'm always thrilled at how much you lot get involved.
Yeah, and you
Isn't
know
it?
what? There's always the odd one, but they get drowned out with all the positivity, so it's all groovy.
Gatford comes and that's... that's
a really odd one.
Should we go and raid Janelle?
Yes.
Fancy going and say hello to
yes.
Janelle? I like Janelle. It's so lovely to see. We'll do Random British Dude at some point. It's so lovely to see him. 226 viewers. I'm thrilled at that.
That's brilliant.
Because he was getting like 20, 50, 60 when I first found out. Anyway, I'll say that we are responsible. But your bird, Iain, is fit. What bird's that? Oh, you can't answer because you got blocked for being a twat. Ownership and misogyny. I mean, it's just right. Let's go and do a raid. Janelle is fab. She's a lot of fun. It's a similar vibe to this show. I think you will enjoy it. I know loads of you have been over there before.
She's almost as good a singer as us, isn't she?
No, actually, no. Not even in the same Leaguingtons. Look, I can't help but look at the number of viewers we've got. No, I'm not going to look at it. I'm not going to look at it.
Don't. None of our business.
None of my business. Oh,